277-3311. That's 277-3311. Or you can check us out on the web at www.capitalcityroofing.com. Capital City Roofing. We capitalize the roofing industry.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. It's time for Montgomery's conversational radio show. It's news and views on News Talk 93.1 FM. To join the conversation, call 272-9228.
You're listening
to Joey Clark
and
his old pal, Mr. Bader.
it's
Joey Clark.
Welcome into the program. Thank God for another beautiful day. Hopefully it'll be a beautiful show. And Montgomery needs a new mayor. Eddie Bader in the house. How you doing, kind sir?
Pretty good. How you doing, bro?
I'm all right. Just all right.
This sounds very radar lovish.
Well,
Which I like.
groove is.
Yeah, it's very radar
Groove
lovish.
is, yeah. I just played the more progressive rock version to open up on the stream.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Sounds good.
We'll
Sounds
get
really
to
good.
more of that. It's been fun doing the music thing of late. It's a fun hobby. Now, the Democrats in this state,
Woof.
they are so mad.
Yes, they are, Joey.
They're really mad because of all the names they're calling us.
I think I saw some protests
Mhm.
on the news. I think it was
Mhm.
Friday, maybe. They
Mhm.
were protesting down at the Capitol.
Mhm. But here's the problem.
What?
I think claiming Jim Crow
Mm-hmm.
and Reconstruction, and let's add to that George Wallace,
Oh, okay.
like all those things, they've gone to the bank, and eventually it looks like they're bankrupt now.
Yep.
Like all those terms, all those things they throw at people, like you're now bankrupt. Like the moral currency is gone.
Yeah.
It's kaput.
What happened when you cry wolf that much?
Yeah, because it's like you don't want Obamacare.
Mhm.
Well, you clearly this is the legacy of slavery. Like we heard
Yeah.
that during those days.
Yeah, we sure did.
And just take your pick, anything under the sun. And especially, as I constantly mention on the show, to use the language of civil rights to pursue sex changes for kids.
Sorry, doesn't line up.
And you better do it or else your kid's going to off themselves.
Don't line up with.
Yeah, that doesn't seem, because I remember conversations, and this is rude of me to say, but I remember conversations with black folks
Mhm.
about how they're a little ticked off that they were doing the whole gay rights thing in the 90s and early aughts
Yep.
using the language of civil rights.
Me too.
And so I'm saying you've gone to that too much. The Democrats have called us these names for so long. And you know what? For the first couple decades, it might have very well been true, especially the George Wallace thing. How many folks in Alabama be that different from like the folks that were voting in the 60s?
Sure, but I thought
But
George
time
Wallace came
goes
back
by.
around.
He did. And there was a lot of forgiveness and
I thought.
reconciliation.
Yeah.
And, eyelash to eyelash.
That's
We
what I
reconciled.
thought.
Right. But
So
hey, those
not good enough
stories.
no more?
No, not for politics. We always need the wedge.
Mm-hmm.
We need the moral cudgel. We need the moral currency. Well, your account is bankrupt, overdrafted.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not one to say tear down statues downtown. I'm not. I'm saying you can still celebrate victories, but using it as a cudgel to try to shame people into don't you dare.
Quit working.
Yeah, we're moving in that direction.
That magic spell has quit working.
And so I'm looking at a headline here from 1819 News.
Okay.
The second coming of Reconstruction. Smitherman warns poll tax, Jim Crow era voter suppression tactics to return to Alabama without VRA Section 2 protections. But I believe actually all those protections in Section 2 are still in place.
I thought so.
Yeah,
I mean, correct me if I'm
they're
wrong,
literally
Joe, but I
still in
think there've
place.
been no change
like there's
there.
a lot to Section 2
Yeah.
that has nothing to do with so-called voter dilution. Yeah, like the literacy test and the poll tax and all the barriers and stuff, like that aspect of the Voting Rights Act is still intact.
Okay.
Yeah. What we changed was off a compromise in the 1980s. That's what everybody's harkening back to the Civil Rights Era. No, this change at the court, then the Gingles or Jingles test or
Things
whatever
were
that was.
different then, Joey.
That was in the 80s.
Things were different. That's when honestly, as a white guy, I could say I thought that was reconciliation. That's where I saw people of color and white people and all coming together. I mean, I really remember that. And I don't know what happened. Everybody seems to blame Obama. That seems to be a turning point for me where I remember there was a definite change at that point.
Yeah. But, I guess not. I guess we can't change. But this is the thing, though. Like, how old is Roger Smitherman?
Oh, good Lord.
Like, I'm looking at a photo of him. He ain't young.
No, he's not young by no means. I mean,
Now, I'm not saying the guys across
from
the
one
aisle from him
part
are
from another.
spring chickens, and some of y'all are just, even y'all that aren't that old, you look a little old. You know what I'm saying? You've been out in the sun.
it was a sunny weekend, Joey.
I'm not talking about you, though, if the bra fits. But according to the Jefferson County Democratic lawmaker, Section 2 was pretty much gone, which he said opened the door for the return of Reconstruction. He said this on Todd Stacey's Capitol Journal program. It aired on Monday evening. Here's a quote. Well, one of the things that I think would have to happen is that you would have to bring back the protections that Section 2 provides. I know Section 2 is pretty much gone with the rulings. It's diminished tremendously, but that was the reason for Section 2. Remember when we had poll taxes, you had to count how many marbles jelly beans was in the jar?
Oh, yeah, I do remember that.
No, I don't.
I don't remember. I remember being told about that.
Yeah.
And it's like, that makes, it was obvious to me what it was then. And
Yeah.
I learned that as a child.
Yeah. Oh, obvious suppression
Yeah.
and like racist and
Yeah,
all
was
sorts
not
of
a
stuff.
doubt in my mind what it was.
Right. But again, the things the court ruled on have nothing to do with those protections.
But that's why some people are mad, Joey. They were told that.
No, this specifically has to do with majority minority districts. And that, again, if you go look at the arguments, I loved it. I called this last year, in August of last year, in 2025. Why? Because one afternoon I decided I don't have a family. I don't have anything to do. What am I going to smoke pot? Nope. I'm going to read Dissent by Clarence Thomas of the United States Supreme Court. I'm going to read it through.
Okay.
And Clarence Thomas makes a really good point of the compromise the Senate came up with in the 1980s in order to allow lawsuits based on just pure, like, you're diluting the vote.
Yep.
And so thus, because you're diluting the vote, you are disenfranchising minority groups. Clarence Thomas predicts in the early 90s, what's going to happen is this is going to become a proportional group entitlement based on race, where people will literally just say, 27% of the population, we get 2 districts.
Right.
And guess what?
That's what happened.
Literally what happened in
Literally.
2023.
Yep.
So it's interesting when a guy calls it 30 years before it happens, saying
They can see it coming.
this is going to be the rotten fruit.
Yeah.
And group entitlements based on race run up against a lot of great ideas about natural law and individual rights, as enshrined not only in the first parts of the Constitution, but things like the 14th Amendment.
Yeah.
But no, Smitherman says you had to recite certain things if you wanted to have the opportunity to vote. He told Todd Stacey. How's it shaking, Todd?
Oh, you still have to do that.
You have to recite
Eddie,
stuff?
Yeah, Eddie, where's your ID? I say, here's my ID right here, sir.
No. They ask your name.
Well, yeah. Actually,
You should
they-
already
most of
know.
them
What do
know.
you answer? This is my right to vote.
I hate
this
to say
is my
it,
country,
but most of them
dadgummit.
do know me already when I go in there. But no, they ask for ID. I have to participate with that.
But he says you had to recite certain things if you wanted to have the opportunity to vote. All those obstacles that were put in place would gradually be coming back, because you don't have any protections. Prior to the protections, they were there. The only reason that they left, well, one of the reasons I'm sure they left because you had to oversight by the federal government, pre-clearance and all that. That was interesting, too, is because of pre-clearance, you had the one minority-majority district.
Right.
Or majority-minority, tomato.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. You had the one, and then pre-clearance gets taken down, where certain states had to be, when they drew a map, had to be pre-cleared by the Department of Justice at the federal level. And for the longest time, because it was grandfathered in, the department said, yeah, you get the one. Terry Sewell's been representing that district for a long time. How's that area doing, by the way, with representation? Perhaps politics ain't the solution.
Perhaps.
It might be part of the solution. A few grants here or there may help the situation a little bit.
That's just.
But I don't think that's really
A lot of bare minimum.
The root of the improving that part of the state for folks.
Right. A lot of bare minimum.
So when they got rid of pre-clearance, a lot of the Democrats are saying the same stuff. Jim Crow's coming back. Reconstruction. All this stuff. George Wallace at the schoolhouse.
How's that coming back?
It's, we're saying it, so it must be true. And guess what happened after pre-clearance is shot down?
Yeah.
You got that ruling where, no, you need to have 2, Alabama. Even though, like, the AG could show the maps were drawn literally with a computer program that didn't take in race into consideration.
Right.
But now you need 2. Thus fulfilling the prophecy, or the prediction, really, by Clarence Thomas of this became a racial group entitlement.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, it always accrued, not just in the Deep South, but out West, it always accrued to the benefit of the Democratic Party.
Oh, of course.
And that's an interesting thing. Because folks say, well, blue states were sued based on Section 2 voter dilution claims. Like, yeah, and guess what happened? The districts they drew became even bluer. So that's an interesting thing that you had in law for the longest time.
Mm-hmm.
And yet we're going to hearken back to Reconstruction and Jim Crow. Well, for instance, out in California or Illinois, this district isn't Hispanic enough. And so because it always accrued to the benefit of Democrats, and this is why they're freaking out. You're about to see this swing.
Trying to level some things
Florida
out.
is about to add 4
Yeah.
Republican seats. It could get up to 20. And think about how annoying the thin margins have been, especially with the moderate Republicans there causing a ruckus every once in a while. Or the more radicals, like remember Matt Gaetz vacating the chair with Kevin McCarthy? I'm sure those two get along.
Kind of still, I miss Matt Gaetz a little bit, buddy.
But Roger Smitherman goes on. And he said, and once that's gone, and then how they say it, when the cat's away, the mice play.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the same principle, you know. You're going to have that. And you say, well, what's the danger of it? The danger of it is what I call the third coming of Reconstruction. If you remember Reconstruction, prior to Reconstruction, we had representation in Congress. In fact, we had 4 places in Congress that African Americans represented. And then once Reconstruction came, and this is part of Reconstruction, the poll tax and all those things, then you ended up with no representation. We didn't even have any representation down here after Reconstruction.
So we're going backwards.
And so from that point on, where you had the Civil Rights Act of protection for voters, and then from that point to now, you have the representation you see now. So if you start moving back in that direction, then it's a pathway to the second coming. I thought it was the third coming. I guess it's second, third coming, who knows, of Reconstruction. My suggestion to the Democratic Party in the state of Alabama is you need new leadership. And in particular, you need much younger leadership.
Yeah.
Because some folks that are pretty long in the tooth have been running the show for a long time, and they've been milking this moral bank account for decades. And I would ask black Montgomeryans, black Alabamians, what's it done for you? How much has it helped you? And heck, I would say that to a lot of white folks, too. What's representation in Congress really done for you?
I just made my taxes go up. It's taking more money out of my pocket.
Yeah, there's
It's
some
giving me less rights than I've ever had before.
I mean, there's some folks who, you know, play the game, and on the margins, they get a thing. You know, you play the political game, and you might get a thing.
I just worked the whole time.
White or black or whoever. You
Yeah.
play the political game, you might get a thing out of it. You might get the thing you want. And it could be something that's more principled and like you just really believe in this on a moral basis.
Right.
Or it could be something like, I got a contract. I got a grant. I got this particular thing that I know I positioned myself in to make a bunch of money because I knew the law was coming. I knew which way the cat was jumping. If we're going to use when the cat's away, the mice play.
Okay.
But really, to everyday people, how much does your representative in Congress do for you? Put your pants on for you?
No.
And when you think of the success in your life, because there are a lot of successful folks in Montgomery, white and black, a lot of people punching into the upper middle class. And it sucks with inflation, but a lot of people are punching a higher floor.
Oh, yes.
Did the government do that for you? Did your congressman do that for you?
No. Not the people I know. They did it for themselves.
Or the family. And so I hope it's a moment where the Democrats in Alabama, in particular black Democrats in Alabama, realize that this sort of rhetoric, it's morally bankrupt. The account used to be quite full, and for good reason. I'm not denying that. There are others who might, but I'm not. But you've overdrafted. You've used it for too many things. And there are a lot of folks who are moving on and going about their lives. So we'll see. We'll see if the Alabama legislature actually gets something done and if the courts are able to, well, move quickly on this. And it looks like they are. Justice Alito.
Seems like they are. I worry we're going to plateau.
They moved very quickly in the on the Louisiana case, like allowing them to redraw these things. But as the Alabama legislature convenes in special session this week to address the nation's congressional map, or excuse me, the state's congressional map, U.S. Representative Shomari Figures.
Mm-hmm.
Was he living here in Alabama before that district got drawn up?
You know, I got to be honest. I've heard so many different things that he did not live here. And then I've heard some, well, he had residency, but he just wasn't here much.
Right.
I
mean, we could accuse you of that.
Exactly.
Where's Eddie? He's in Costa Rica. Thought he was an Alabama boy. He votes in Alabama. Yeah, but he's got a place down there.
Costa Rica. Gotta go.
But he said, Shomari Figures said, Congressman Figures said, that the push for redistricting is President Donald Trump's way of tipping the midterm elections in Republicans' favor. Sure. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of the point. And you want it to be in y'all's favor.
Right. That's what always kills me is they're doing something that we can't do because they thought of it first.
Right. How dare, I'm a doctor, and I'll tell you what, those other doctors across town, you don't want to go see them. You know why?
Why?
It's all they do is practice medicine over there.
I mean, that's it. I just go back to ideas, and the best idea wins. The team with the best idea wins.
Now, he was asked by Laura Coates on Laura Coates Live on CNN if Trump was trying to rig the elections. And he said, really? Absolutely. I think when you look across the board at everything from his approval ratings to the forecast of election outcomes in the midterm to how unpopular everything from the one big beautiful bill, Shomari didn't say it that way, but I am, is on the war in Iran is bad, to fuel prices, to his treatment of farmers and the ag community. He's grasping for straws. He's doing everything that he can to ensure that Republicans stay in power.
What?
Yeah. And we're unfortunately seeing states basically bend the knee and do whatever he asks. We saw this start in Texas. We've seen it spread now with the backing of this Supreme Court ruling into other states. Okay? Yeah.
The backing of the Supreme Court ruling.
Mm. Yeah, but again, Clarence Thomas called this out in 1991.
Right.
This has been a long time coming. He goes on to say that we're going to continue to push back and call it like we see it. But at the end of the day, I'm pretty confident here in the state of Alabama that our district lines will remain in place. This is not what democracy is about. This is not how it should be. This whole attitude of let's just maximize the voice of our political or minimize the voice of our political adversaries. If this is the attitude back during the Constitutional Convention, we never would have left out with the United States of America. And so, we have to have the realization, and come to the table and be Americans. The Constitutional Convention was a right-wing coup, dude. It was a bunch of elites who all met in Philly in secret. They didn't follow the Articles of Confederation, and somehow they were smart enough to get it passed through. But, really?
Grasping at straws. We got called out on our BS, and we're tired of that, and it's y'all's fault.
Also, Phillip Ensler. I don't know if it is fair.
It's not. But me personally, when you look into the whole election process, it starts to run the fairness issue right there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I said after 2020, though? And it annoyed both conservatives and liberals.
What's that?
They stole it fair and square.
Well, yeah.
Man,
But you
and
were
I
right.
family members, I didn't know how people are going to react. My liberal uncle,
Yeah.
loved that line.
But no, you were
But
right.
then my more Reed Zakaria watching Republican investment banker uncle hated it. He's like, what do you mean the facts? What do you mean they stole it? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, it's a joke. Kind of. It's a little ironical, Unc. But yeah, they stole it in 20.
Why did he have such an issue with it?
Because he still believes the corporate press. It's a whole thing.
Oh, okay.
But he's a brilliant man.
Okay.
But when I said that,
Mm-hmm.
what would be the response? If they, in 2020, rigged the election, as Trump said, and stole it, and I'm saying they stole it fair and square, what
Right.
do you do?
Steal it back.
Steal it right back fair and square.
I fight fire.
I would say using the Supreme Court of the United States of America and duly elected legislature is a pretty good way to do it fair and square. You can call it rigged. You can call it stolen. We'll call it stuff. You do that. Is what,
It kind of goes back and forth.
Again.
Yeah.
It's kind of the political game.
It is.
Anyway. 272-9228.
I think we're back. At least I'm looking at me.
Yeah, I don't think you got to add yourself in there.
All I see is.
Yeah, mute it. Make sure to mute it. And then click join over there. Let's go to line 1. They've been very patient. You're on there. Who's this? Anybody there? Anybody at all? Well, you're so patient and now nothing. Okay, I got you. Let's go to line 2. You're on there. Who's this?
Hello.
Hey. Who's this?
This is I.
Duke, what's up,
Hello,
buddy?
Duke. How are you?
I'm sitting and listening to you fellas here talk about how proud you are that what's the guy, the vice president name?
J.D. Vance.
Yeah.
He made a comment a while back saying white people don't have to apologize for being white anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, what was Figures? What was his response or his comment about that? What part was he reaching about, Joey?
Shomari Figures, the thing I just read.
Mm-hmm. Well, you say he was reaching. What was he reaching about?
He's reaching that, oh my goodness, the Republicans are playing to their own advantage. The Republicans are trying to stay in power. How dare they?
Which is what
I should
both
stay in
parties
power.
do. Right.
Okay.
And like people act like it's some deep moral principle. It's like, no, you would like to be the member of Congress, and you got a court order that allowed you to essentially win that district and come down here after not really living here.
Let's go there, Joey. How did we get there to start with back in the day? For the court to step in and tap the people on the hand, white folks on the hand, to behave and all that.
Like in the 60s?
Whatever happened, I mean, so
how long do we have to bear that cross, though? How long do we have to bear that burden? I didn't do it. How long do we have to bear that burden? That's not something I ever believed in. But
what I'm saying though, Eddie, what they're bitching about right now, to me, that little one or two little spots out there, one or two little black spots out there, in the corner over there. Why is it that? Why are they all of a sudden raising up and want this little spot too, when they haven't done a damn thing with the spot they got? I heard you mention something, Joey, that what have the Democrats done for people over the years?
Yeah,
blah,
what
blah,
have they?
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
They gave one or two blocks of cheese to the people over the years, and
Sure.
and gave them a little food.
It was just Democrats who did
there.
that, by the way.
Over the years.
Right.
But as we president speak right now, what have this part of that? Okay, I'm gonna give you all these locations you want, people. I'm gonna give it all to the Republicans. Let them be in charge, like they've been in charge of the state of Alabama for years and years and years and years. Have anything changed since they got in office? Get on the Trump bandwagon about getting all the Mexicans out of the country. So what have they done for the state of Alabama? These Republicans that you guys want everybody to line up and get in their district and vote for them. What are they offering us, Joey?
Well, there's some practical wins, like Roe v. Wade was overturned. And Alabama has the most stringent anti-abortion, that is pro-life law in the nation.
Take away all that stuff right there.
Take away all the winnings.
Take away all the winnings.
Take away all the
You
winnings.
can't have
What
them.
have they done?
Okay, name another thing. Okay. He put members on the Supreme Court that just overruled this thing. Yeah.
Joey,
I'm
again with the
that
winnings.
affect you. Joey, hold up a minute. I ain't talking about this.
Stringent abortion laws don't affect me?
Abortion, all that stuff right there. But not gonna affect me and you, 'cause me and you not gonna have any kids anytime soon.
Well, it takes two to make a
you
baby,
know,
sir.
But I know that. But what I'm saying though, that doesn't affect our everyday lives. Let's talk about our health insurance. Let's talk about Trump did say that the insurance give the money to us and we do what we want to with it. He did mention that.
Yeah, he did.
Right, Christmas time. But I ain't hear nothing else out of that right there. But anyhow,
and I think he did something with the taxes. He limited on taxes on Social Security and the tips.
Gas out of damn gas prices. $4.19 and $4.09 and all that.
I'll give you that.
A box of screws are $15 out the door for damn 100 screws at Lowe's, Home Depot. You got the grocery in the grocery store still the same. So why in the hell you want me to join this party when the party can't get a damn thing done?
I think when you're saying the grocery stores are the same, I think grocery prices are down.
Well, and I'm really happy about the cryptocurrency stuff they're doing. They're going to have a big announcement on the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve.
Is that today?
What grocery store I need to go to and get these cheap groceries you talking about, Eddie?
They're not cheap. They're just down. I'm not paying $8 for a dozen eggs. I'm not paying $30 a pound
you
for
ain't talking about no
steak.
damn eggs. Let's go.
That's not a
You were on eggs for months. You were on eggs for months.
I want the damn duck eggs. I want the damn regular chicken eggs.
I'm gonna buy you some ducks.
But,
you can have some damn duck eggs.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat the whole duck. I don't want the duck. I eat the duck eggs. Won't have no eggs to bear. But what I'm saying though, these Republicans around here hooping and hollering about all this stuff they want, ain't gonna do a damn thing with it when they get it. That's my point.
Well, didn't I, when I said earlier,
they're gonna get it like they got the school choice, like they got the school choice. And all
School
that
choice is
stuff.
another good one. That's a really good one.
They're gonna
Thanks
get
for
what they
bringing that
want.
up.
They're gonna get what they want, but when they get it, they don't do anything, damn thing with it. The kids still not being educated. I mean,
well, some kids
how must I go on?
You know the kids ain't being educated.
I know kids going to Catholic because of that,
Are they
and they're getting a good education.
Hospital. Hospital's still in bad shape. Insurance, damn it, our premium went up high as hell. Okay.
Well, there are a lot of problems.
We pay more for insurance every month. You know, I'm not getting this welfare stuff and all this stuff y'all hooping and hollering about folks getting. I ain't old enough to get none of that stuff yet.
That makes two of us.
All that yet.
Yeah, but
That's what I'm saying,
Duke,
though,
weren't
but-
you were listening earlier? It's why you called. And when I said and asked, what have the Democrats done for you lately? Didn't I also say that about the Republicans too?
Well,
You ain't call them out. You just say
we do it on the regular.
Call the answers out. Call their names. Call their
No,
names
and my
out.
point was about the basics of why life is good or bad for a person. And yeah, there can be some marginal improvements because of the political process, but generally people are doing well, having families, building generational wealth, and it has very little to do with the politicians and who's representing you, so-called.
Let me go and break this all off right here. Don't act like racism doesn't exist anymore, white folks. Now
We do.
It still
We
exists,
never-
and they
we
still
never-
don't want Negroes to vote. They
We
still
never
don't want
disagree
Negroes
with
to
that,
vote in some
Duke.
places.
But I never disagree with you on that. But I will say this: in my lifetime, racism is not nearly as strong as it was. Not near. So you can't tell me there hasn't been progress in that.
And honestly, I think there's just a lot of folks who are just racist towards me.
Right. And let's not mention, let's not forget how many mixed children are out there nowadays. Was that going on in the 60s? Not very much at all. Something must have
Well, I
changed.
think they rechanged it. It's the branding thing. Instead of miscegenation, it's now mixed. And so it has a better ring to it. Right.
Eddie, hold up for a minute, Eddie.
Yes, sir.
It wasn't the parents' choice. Was that daughter dated that brother man, and hell, the parents didn't want that boy.
It doesn't matter what the parents want. The daughter and this brother man has a mind of their own and free will.
Ain't nothing they can do about it after the child get here. Okay? After the daughter gets flipped around that black guy and get pregnant, ain't nothing parents can do about that. What I'm saying now. So they don't want it. A lot of stuff.
You don't know
that's
that,
going
dude.
on
See, now you're putting you kind of putting your thoughts in other people's heads.
I'm talking to some of the ones I talk to that I know a man personally. He don't like it that his daughter
Well,
got
Duke,
pregnant
I
by
will
a
give you
brother.
this, that there are particular people
And
in this world in certain ways that kind of help you make your point.
I get that, but
That's
okay,
about
like,
it.
but you're kind of making an example out of my point here. He doesn't like it. Okay, that's one generation. His daughter or his son obviously doesn't care about it one way or the other. There's the generational change right there. There it is, right there, dude.
No, Eddie, this guy is way younger than me now. This white boy here way younger than me. This boy here 40. Okay, he said all this stuff to me, and he knows who he's talking to.
It's not going to die in one day. It dies by generation at a time.
I let him know I got a brother that got married to a white woman and he got a pretty daughter, and he got two pretty boys, beautiful boys. So I'm not there with all that right there. Okay, I'm just saying that the world and the people that I know, and let's be real about racism ain't going nowhere.
It's gotten a lot less. I'll argue with that to the day I die.
Because of social media and all this, and people not focusing on different stuff and not paying
Social media don't get folks pregnant.
different things.
Social media don't get folks pregnant, man. Look around, not just the black and white. Look around the world, how much interracial.
I ain't talking about the babies. We ain't talking about the babies.
He's off the
We know these
babies.
women run after the athletes. We know
I know.
we know how the babies get here. These women run after the athletes in these colleges and stuff like that. So
Not
it's
necessarily.
not-
Sometimes,
so
they fall in
know how
love.
that
Ain't got nothing to do
works.
with
We know how that
being an
works.
athlete.
It's a shame she should have had a father at
I'm
home.
just
Instead, she
saying,
slept with the whole football team.
Yeah.
It's more probable for an athlete to get some than a non-athlete to get some by white girls.
Really.
That's my point I'm making.
That's the point you're making.
Yeah, on that part, yeah. You want to get on in the bushes on that one now. Yeah.
Don't
I know
discount the
firsthand
guy that
about
makes the
that one.
girls laugh all the time. Don't discount the guy that makes the girls laugh all the time.
We got regular folk, but what I'm saying, the athletes can get what they want a lot of time on campus.
But that's white or black, right?
No. They get white or black, but what I'm saying, no white girl.
No.
No white girl, when you go to Auburn, Alabama, no girl be chasing no athlete down. They're running over, they're tripping over themselves, get to one of them. Hey, talking about. Dude.
Well, Duke, I gotta hit a break, man. I gotta hit a
We gotta
break.
hit a break, Duke. I'll holler at you later, man. Love you, brother.
All right, guys.
272-9228. Yeah, no, I stick by my point of there's a political game and there are effects of the politics, but
Ain't no political game going on here, Joey.
in terms of the actual practical, what is what have they done for you today? I don't care if it's Shomari Figures or Donald Trump.
Don't matter.
Yeah, come on. And now you might love this stuff and you might like eat it up and you're like cheering like it's your team winning.
Yeah.
Be cool, man. Like if you're really into, if you love Donald Trump because he pisses off the right people, sure. Like if you get a rise out of that and tickles you,
So be it.
cool. But you still got to go to work tomorrow.
Yep. You right
Find
about
your way
that.
in this world.
You right about that.
Anyway, we do have to hit this break. This part of the program brought to you by James Cole and Cole Plumbing, and they're at Cole Plumbing. They are ready to help you with any and all your plumbing needs. Could be a big job, like a major water line leak. That is no fun. Yeah, you said it.
Mm-mm.
And if you want them to actually be able to fix the problem without making an even bigger muddy mess, like digging up a huge trench in your yard or
Right.
a big just gash in your wall as they're tearing out
for the
drywall
leak.
and stuff. Well, just check out Cole Plumbing, and they can get it done with precision and expertise. And of course, they can also help you with smaller jobs, like maybe you need a new garbage disposal because that thing stinks.
Yes.
Or you have a drippy faucet or a toilet that's broken.
Oh, one of them leaky toilets too.
Or you want to upgrade to a nicer toilet or to a tankless water heater system. They can do it all there. So check them out today. That number for Cole Plumbing, go ahead and save it. 279-8919. That's 279-8919. And just remember, folks, when you have trouble with your bowl,
Call on Cole, Joey.
we'll be right back.
Want to carry News Talk in your pocket? Download the News Talk 93.1 app from the App Store. Available on iPhone and Android. Never miss a moment. Download now. It's time to show Mom how much you appreciate her with a Jenny Lynn's floral creation for Mother's Day. Skip the grocery store flowers and make one quick call. 285-1000. Roses, lilies, beautiful bouquets, and gift baskets designed just for Mom. Call Jenny Lynn's Creations, 285-1000.
Hi, this is Bo Goodson from the Goodson Group with your Real Estate Minute. Here in the River region, thousands of hardworking folks will be buying a home, some for the first time. How do you know you are buying the right home? It starts with research. A buyer's agent can help you in your search, providing a list of homes you may not be aware of or know about. At the same time, a meeting with a local lender to find out exactly what you qualify for and how much it will cost at closing and monthly. A list of needs and wants provided to your agent will help them locate properties that match those needs. An example would be bedrooms, baths, school zones, floor plan requests will also help. Start shopping and look at homes and compare and make a list of pluses and minuses for each home. Compare them with your agent to narrow the field. After you work out the contract, appraisals and inspections come next, and then the closing. For more details, call Bo Goodson at the Goodson Group, 221-2883. That's 221-2883.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network, brought to you by Montgomery Paint and Body. From little fender benders to total body repair, MPB will fix it good as new, maybe better. For 4 decades, the Turner family has been getting you back on the road. Call 279-7325.
We've got a nice warming trend underway, and on this Cinco de Mayo, we may make it into the lower 80s before all is said and done, with, we'll say, mostly sunny skies. Partly cloudy, a little milder tonight, with the overnight low temperature down to about 62. I think we'll be in the mid to upper 80s tomorrow, Wednesday. There's a small chance of some showers, maybe some thunderstorms in the afternoon and evening hours Wednesday. But the main event will be in the overnight hours Wednesday night into early Thursday, a potential severe weather threat for us. We are keeping a close eye on it. Our free weather app will keep you on top of the action. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Budget Floors and More has the best prices. Carpet as low as 69 cents per square foot. LVP starting at $1.29 a square foot. Sheet vinyl as low as 65 cents per square foot. And the lowest prices on flooring installation supplies. Budget Floors and More across from Delray to Publix.
When news happens, you'll hear about it first. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. 272-9228 if you want to get in on the conversation. That's 334-272-9228. Let's go to Big Kahuna. Hey, Big Kahuna, how you doing?
Hey, good afternoon now. response to that last caller, what you guys are talking about, what has the federal government, Trump, done for us lately?
Mm-hmm.
Rolling back taxes, no tax on tips, getting men out of women's sports, protecting children from transgender mutilation, which is life-changing, making America healthy again. I think it's wonderful. We've got an emphasis on that. And then making America respected in the world. Bringing down the inflation rate. The only thing that's up since Trump's been in, and it's just recently since the Iran war, is the gas prices. Lord willing, that'll be temporary and they'll come back down. But inflation is down, which is good for everybody.
And they just announced yesterday, if I could add, that federal employment is at its lowest level in 60 years. They've cut that many federal jobs, and most of, if not all, the growth in the job sector has been in the private sector.
So to affect our lives, there's been a lot of ways. And then rolling back regulation, which brings down prices. So and it allows industry to grow and, employ more people. The thing about Trump, I love his policies. I don't like a lot of what he says. And
old Trump.
And that really hurts, I think, the Republican cause, conservative cause. The man I would love to see as the next president is Marco Rubio, because he wants the same policies, advocates for the same policy. I think we go in the same direction under Rubio, but he can be a diplomat and not offend everybody. Because, sometimes offending everybody isn't, sometimes it's okay, but sometimes if it's not necessary, then it's not necessary,
right.
And it doesn't really do any good. Overall, I support Trump, and I voted for him. But I think the policies do trickle down to our everyday life.
Well, I think you would, even as a Trump supporter, and you made a very good case there of things that you like and that do affect us. The point I was really making, because people put it in such personal terms of who represents you and your very identity. It's like most of what is good in your life, you did and your family did. And you want politicians to get stuff out of the way and maybe, but most of your life is up to you in a large way and God.
Yeah, it is.
That's right. You're right.
Amen.
I definitely agree with you there, Joey. All right. Well, thank you for let me get my 2 cents in.
Thank you, Big Kahuna.
Yeah, because sometimes it just gets so personal.
Yeah. Can't help it sometimes, but hits it right. I mean, sometimes it hits you in the sweet spot.
What, is there an ad, woke lawyer for lobbyist firm, Jay Mitchell? Oh, my goodness. We are in primary. It's baby. Alabama needs a real conservative. It's a Catherine Robertson, endorsed by law enforcement. This is paid for by her campaign. Okay. One said foreign agent for Uzbekistan, which I'm like, what? I don't know. I see these ads and I just go, they're just all fake. All
they're
fake.
Awful, man.
All
they're
not true.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go to Simpler Days. Hey, Simpler Days.
Hey, gentlemen. I got a sweet spot. I got the biggest tax refund check I've ever gotten in my life.
Nice.
Because of my age and because of the break he gave seniors and because of the big, beautiful bill.
Oh, yeah. No, and personally, I really do love the cryptocurrency regulations and the move on Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I like that very much.
Dr. Duke must have been, maybe he wasn't old enough. Maybe he was asleep. Maybe he didn't, I don't know, but he may have missed the part where the most powerful person in the United States was a product of a biracial relationship. President Obama, how, you can't say we hadn't made any progress, dude. How many of those old Dixie Democrats, yellow dog Democrats, would you have convinced that in their lifetime we would have had a African American, half African American, biracial American president.
Not one of them.
Well, and beyond his race, his middle name was Hussein.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I mean, you throw that in there, and if the black population makes up 14% of the population, and that includes children and everybody, then there were a whole lot of white people that voted for Obama to get him in.
Yep.
So I'm just saying, I think we made some progress. Have a good day.
Appreciate it, Simpler. Yeah, but but we want to make that claim because this has been the way that we get political gain. We can't give that up. We can't admit there's been progress because we haven't progressed enough because there's more stuff we want to do. The work must continue, Eddie.
I get all that, but show good work. Don't start screaming racism. Show the benefits of your work.
Yeah. Like, I love the overtime tax cut here in Alabama. I believe a Democrat really pushed that through.
Yeah.
And then the Republicans took it away and then gave back a pittance of capped at $1,000.
Yeah, so basically you get 1 week.
Wow.
Yeah. And you know why that hits me so hard, but
No, and I was serious earlier. I saw Phillip Ensler do some practical things. I'm like, yeah, I agree with that.
That's what I mean.
And especially as government gets more local to state and to the city, it shouldn't be this crazy partisan thing. It'd be like, what do we practically need here?
And that's the thing. We're residents of Alabama. I don't understand how two highly educated people, supposed to be trying to represent the same people, have such different values. Like with Phillip, he seems nice guy. He had some good ideas, right?
Sure.
But his Republican counterpart, they're the devil to each other. There's no common ground.
I think actually they get along a lot better than you might think.
I would hope so, but in the world we live in today, after our president's tried to have been assassinated, for the fourth time now?
Yeah.
It's time to tone that BS down, even on a local level. Yeah, I don't like someone I'm running against personally, but that shouldn't be my campaign is to run him in the mud. It should be my campaign is this is why you would want me instead of.
Well, we got to hit this break. Before we do, though, this part of the program brought to you by Pest Pro Services.
Man, I'm some good people, Joey.
They're really good people. You do a lot of work with them.
I do,
right?
man. They came out to my place, let's see, while we were gone yesterday. We're on our way back. I was worried I wasn't home. It's like, Eddie, it's no big deal. We're going to treat the outside. We'll see you, knock down some spider webs. We're going to give you the mosquito treatment. If something comes up, we'll let you know. But all good to go. You don't have to be there. So convenient.
Yeah, get on their monthly subscription model, folks. And you can get number one, it's a great way to control pest control costs.
1,000%.
But it gets you on a regular schedule with them to where, you don't even have to be there. And they can handle the issues for you. And then on top of that, you can add things like termite protection, inspection, mosquito protection when the time is right.
Yep.
And even if you have all those things and the beautiful things, you have that relationship with Pest Pro, say a squirrel gets inside. Makes up a home inside your home.
I'm calling Ashley.
Something gets in the crawl space. It's making you nervous. You don't even know what it is. Something's down.
I'm calling Ashley. Hey, I hear a noise down in my crawl space.
And even if it turns out to be a bunny rabbit, isn't the peace of mind of knowing actually what it is?
Yep.
Come on. Y'all check out Pest Pro today. You can always learn more at ppsriverregion.com or search Pest Pro Services on the Book of Faces or just call them direct. 265-9990. That's 265-9990. And be sure to tell them that Joey and Eddie, those fellas on the radio, sent you.
He may not know whether he's coming or going, but whether you're going to work or coming home, Greg Budell is there. Mornings 6 till 9 and afternoons 3 till 6. Only on News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
When it comes to your mortgage, who you work with matters. And this is one decision where local makes all the difference. Don't fall victim to flashy mailers, spam calls, or 1-800 lenders who don't even know your name, much less your neighborhood. Those lenders are often sitting in some faraway state, reading from a script, and chasing volume, not relationships. A local lender understands the market you live in, or should I say that we live in. At Alabama Home Mortgage, you can look at us in the eye and trust us with one of the biggest financial decisions you'll ever make. Local lenders don't disappear after closing day. Our reputation is built right here, one family at a time. So before you pick up the phone and call a stranger, remember us, Kim Williams and Madeline Cannon at Alabama Home Mortgage. You deserve guidance from someone who knows the community because they're a part of it. Give us a call at Alabama Home Mortgage today at 334-567-4223 or visit us online at myalabamahomemortgage.com. That's Alabama Home Mortgage because there is a difference in mortgage companies. NMLS 1586368, Equal Housing Lender.
For too long, Alabama's statewide news companies have shamed us for our conservative Christian values. Alabama deserves a news company that cherishes our culture, a company that isn't bought and paid for by the powers that be. 1819 News is that company. Run by Alabamians for Alabamians, 1819 News celebrates what is good and beautiful about our state, while exposing those who work against our values in secret. Just go to 1819news.com to learn more. Subscribe to our newsletter. That's 1819news.com. The premier place the River Region turns to for news, weather, traffic, and opinion. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
I'm telling Eddie too much. My internal monologue. I got to get it out so I don't.
I understand. Believe me, you should have heard me on the beach.
Ooh.
All those people walking by, it's hard for me to shut my mouth.
Yeah.
There was some.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Well, like one lady
Like
came by in
good-looking
particular, women and men. I mean, some women came by.
You must work out.
Yeah. But there was one dude that had his shorts rolled up.
Yeah.
I don't know if I sent you the photo.
Are you envious of this?
No, but I was like, dude, what are you doing?
He had his shorts rolled up. Where it looked like almost like a Speedo?
Yeah, kind of, sort of in that. Yeah, kind of, sort of. And so I sent that to several people because of, what are you doing, dude? It's kind of gross. His family's out here. What are you doing?
Let's go to Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy, I don't have a lot of time, and I got Madeline Cannon about to call in to do a business break. So we can do this quick, and I give you permission to call back later.
Okay, great. Hey, my main thing is, why is our gas so damn high? First of all, Mr. Trump tells us, quote unquote, okay, we have enough gas for this country. We can self-sustain, and we're selling it, and we're shipping it and everywhere. Okay, so that the whole Strait of Hormuz, it should only be affecting the freaking Chinese and the Europeans. Is this being done by the stock market? Just jacking up this price of gas. It's gas gouging.
But it is also, there's that's definitely going on, but it is also a global market. So, like, if people are having to come to the United States to buy oil, that's going to up the price a little
Right,
bit.
but why isn't, instead of we selling it, I get Soldier Boy's frustration, because mine is too. If we can afford to sell it, then how can we not afford to dilute our own market to bring down the price? I don't care about what they're paying in China. I care about what the heck I'm paying. And I get that because it went up again. I mean, we went to the beach. It was $3.88. I come home, it's $4.09. Summer of Eddie is getting more expensive.
I got to get you Economics in One Lesson by Henry Hazlitt.
No, common
Sorry,
sense
I
economics.
just went back in time a little ways.
But I'm with you on that on Soldier Boy. I'm all about supporting the Iran war. I have no issue with that at all. I don't understand. I don't either. And it's somebody that's got their thumb on the button that says, okay, here is the risk reward, because Iran themselves, if they haven't turned the pumps off, they're fixed to be at max capacity. They're not going to be able to hold anymore.
And if the governor and the mayor are so pro people and care about us so much, why don't they suspend the gas tax until this crap is resolved?
I agree with you 1,000%. Some states are doing that. I don't think we will ever do that.
Yeah, unfortunately not. And even a little holiday. I got to run, Soldier Boy. Good call, man. Thanks.
See you, Soldier Boy.
We got to hit this break. We'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
With SRN News, I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. American boats pass through Iranian waters safely, and the latest tensions between the U.S. and Iran continue in the Strait of Hormuz. But Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth told reporters today at the Pentagon that U.S. operation now guiding vessels through the strait is only a temporary solution and no intention to result in an end to the ceasefire. He was joined at the press conference also by Joint Chiefs of Staff Chairman General Dan Kane. He says Iran has tried to attack several vessels in the region of the Strait of Hormuz since the ceasefire took effect, but they were not big enough to start full-scale operations. Vice President Vance paying a visit to Iowa for the first time since he took office. Vance is considered one of the GOP's strongest potential 2028 presidential candidates. In this case, he'll be traveling to Iowa to campaign for Republican Congressman Zach Nunn. On Wall Street, it's a winning session so far. The Dow is up 246 points. This is SRN News.
I talked to a lot of great companies. Very few of them actually literally surprised me, but Fellowship Home Loans sure did. For over 20 years, Mike and Brian and the team there have been helping families do something most people think is more complicated than it has to be. Get into a home, lower their rate, or tap into equity they didn't even realize they had. Everything at Fellowship is done in-house. One roof, one great team, all with a servant-led mentality. From your first phone call to closing, you're going to get people who know you by name. They'll know your situation. They treat you like family. They're also offering a free mortgage checkup right now. Don't miss out. Rates are lower now than if you purchased or refinanced your home in the last few years. Many Fellowship customers are saving hundreds of dollars a month when refinancing, and there are no payments for 2 months. Go to fellowshiphomeloans.com/Mike G, fellowshiphomeloans.com/Mike G, or call 800-510-MIKE, 800-510-6453. Fellowship Home Loans, mortgage lending by the book.
Nationwide Mortgage Bankers, DBA Fellowship Home Loans, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 8193.
Rich Thomas Weather brought to you by M&M Outdoors. Book your stay today at MNMCampground.com for relaxation at its best. It's easy to find and hard to leave. M&M Outdoors, your home away from home.
We've got a nice warming trend underway, and on this Cinco de Mayo, we may make it into the lower 80s before all is said and done, with, we'll say, mostly sunny skies. Partly cloudy, a little milder tonight, with the overnight low temperature down to about 62. I think we'll be in the mid to upper 80s tomorrow, Wednesday. There's a small chance of some showers, maybe some thunderstorms in the afternoon and evening hours Wednesday. But the main event will be in the overnight hours Wednesday night into early Thursday, a potential severe weather threat for us. We are keeping a close eye on it. Our free weather app will keep you on top of the action. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Big dreams for your home on a tight budget? AFE's $26.26 as you covered. Unlock your home's equity with just $26 in closing costs. No fees, no headaches. Visit your local ASE branch today. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 420259.
From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, here's today's top stories. Attorney General Steve Marshall has filed an emergency motion to allow Alabama to change its state Senate districts. The motion argues that last week's Supreme Court redistricting decision shows that Alabama shouldn't be held to the current court-drawn districts. Marshall requested a decision by May 8th before the Alabama primaries. Prattville High School's broadcast media class has qualified to compete at the National Leadership and Skills Conference. The class will compete for a national title in Atlanta later this summer. Prattville High School is currently raising money to cover the cost of travel, uniforms, and other essentials needed for the trip. Current soccer world champion Argentina will take on Iceland in a showdown at Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn. The match leading up to the World Cup in North America will be played on Tuesday, June 9th. This will be the first international soccer game ever played at historic Jordan-Hare Stadium. From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, I'm Sky Mosley.
Independent Glass has been your one-stop shop for all things glass since 1978. They offer a full range of architectural products, and they're armed with the knowledge and expertise to get even the most demanding job done, big or small. Attention to detail, 24-hour replacement services, and their uncompromising commitment to excellence is why Montgomery's first choice for all things glass is Independent Glass. Call them today at 263-2823 and learn more about what they can do for you at independentglassco.com.
This hour of news and views is brought to you by our good friends at Alabama Home Mortgage. Alabama Home Mortgage, 567-4223. Visit them on the web at myalabamahomemortgage.com. NMLS number 1586368. An equal housing lender.
Dewan Walker has been an Alabama Power customer since 1999.
We're being squeezed on every side. We hear about Alabama Power freezing their rates. That's the best news we can get. Alabama Power rate freeze will provide real relief for Alabama working families. Alabama Power is protecting their customers by making data centers pay their full costs. It makes me feel at peace. Alabama Power is really stepping up and doing what's right for customers.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-444-2013. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-444-2013. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-444-2013. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-444-2013 or biglou.com.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. It's time for Montgomery's conversational radio show. It's news and views on News Talk 93.1 FM. To join the conversation, call 272-9228.
Middays, short drive, north side, west side, south side in Montgomery. It's I-J-O-E-Y, Joey Clark and Eddie Bader.
There are those that think I'm a very stable genius.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. I'm your host, Joey Clark. What a beautiful day. Thank God for another beautiful day.
It's beautiful.
So far, it's been a pretty beautiful show. Even we got a little yelling at one another. Love you, Duke. That was just play fighting.
Of course.
And Montgomery needs a new mayor. But I repeat myself. Let's go, though, to the phones.
Right.
Normally, she's able to join us in studio, but she's busy, which is cool.
I'm glad she's busy, but it does hurt my feelings that we're not looking at her right now.
Madeline Canham with Alabama Home Mortgage joining us. Hey, Madeline.
Hey, friends.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm telling you, that jingle, it never gets old. I love it.
Don't encourage me, because it's getting old to some people.
I'm loving it, too. Madeline, I got a quick question for you.
Sure.
Where are we at on interest rates? I was down at the beach this weekend. I want to buy a condo down in Florida. I need your help.
I wish I had better news on the rate front. You know, the Federal Reserve met last week.
Right.
They did not move rates, but, mortgage rates, we did see a little uptick since last week. Average is still sitting around mid-sixes.
Okay.
But one of the biggest shifts we're seeing right now, and this is a big win for buyers, is that negotiation is back.
Homes
are sitting on the market longer than they were a year or two ago. I know Eddie can speak to that. And when that happens, sellers have to make decisions. They just can't sit around and wait for 10 offers to roll in anymore like they have in the past. So now we're starting to see buyers benefit from price reductions and even having sellers open to covering more of their closing costs.
Mm-hmm.
So it sounds like this is at least a good time for folks that have been on the bubble to actually call you up and at least get the process started. I think the procrastinator doesn't want to pull the trigger and do the whole, I don't want to buy a house right tomorrow. It's like, well, you're not going to.
Right.
And what you need to do is just start the process.
Get in the queue.
It's just giving you all a phone call.
That's right. I mean, we had a young man who listens to the show, gave us a call yesterday, was interested in the USDA home loan program, didn't know where to start, had done a little reading online, but wanted us to set the record straight and kind of talk to him about what the requirements were and what the expectations may be. And we did just that. And without taking an application, just walked him through his debt to income and gave him some goals and objectives so that within the next 6 months to a year that he'll be positioned to buy a home. So if that sounds like you and you're interested in getting a game plan, then it's not too soon to give us a call here at Alabama Home Mortgage.
And is it still a good time for veterans to get in touch with you?
Of course. It's always a good time for a VA loan.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Best
So
game in
VA
town.
Yeah, 100% financing for our veterans to purchase a home. And then on the flip side, for our veterans that already own a home, they can take advantage of 100% of their equity on a cash-out refinance.
Love that.
Man, I really want this Jerome Powell guy to go away. I just want to say
He can't get going quick enough. What do you think, Madeline? When he's gone, do you think we'll see something kind of instant, or is it just going to be good news is going to be on the horizon, supposedly again?
I mean, I definitely think it's going to be a gradual thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that we're going to see any huge swings between now and the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think that there will be some incremental change. It's just a matter of how quickly they're able to make that happen.
The biggest thing I've noticed with our buyers and our sellers is they're watching interest rates, but they watch the trends. It's not necessarily where they're at right this second; it's where they're going. And
what I tell people is you need to pay more so attention to your housing expense.
Yeah.
Right? Like, what is your monthly payment? Like, when people go out to buy a car, most of the time when they're talking to that car salesman, they're like, look, we want to buy something and we want our monthly payment to be no more than X amount, right? Yep. They don't say, oh, I want a lower interest rate. People shop for a car all day long and they can't even tell you what the interest rate is on their car.
You're so true about that, Madeline. So true.
And you can always refinance later, too, if rates do come down.
Exactly. So this is the worst it's going to get for those that are buying right now, right? Nobody's going to twist your arm and make you refinance to your detriment. So when interest rates come down, and they will, I think within the next 12 to 18 months, we're going to start to see some big relief. So go ahead and get in that house while you have negotiating power, while there's not an influx of buyers, okay? And then turn around and take advantage of that lower interest rate from the comfort of your own home.
Well, folks, y'all check out Alabama Home Mortgage today. That number's still 567-4223.
567-4223, or they can visit us online at myalabamahomemortgage.com.
There is a difference in mortgage companies. Let Kim Williams and Madeline Cannon here, who we've been talking to, prove that to you today. And the NMLS number 1586368, an equal housing lender.
That's it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Madeline.
Appreciate you, Madeline. I miss the fact, though. I like it when she gets to hang out after we.
I know that,
and then we talk about
the business is business, but I like to hang.
Fine. Always good.
Yeah.
Talking to Madeline. Always good seeing her. Always good talking to her, though. So there's so many other things we could touch on. You know, we did the whole redistricting thing and how Democrats are mad.
Yeah.
And like, yeah.
Yeah. What happened in Montgomery over the weekend? I wasn't here, so was anything exciting?
There's a guy named Jason who was executive director of Whitewater. He got fired.
Why?
Because of their having to do maintenance at the beginning of peak season. I suspect is the reason.
I suspect that's the reason too, but I heard a report yesterday that was very specific in the fact that's not why they fired him.
Oh.
So that just makes me think that's why they fired him.
Is it more scandalous?
No, I think he came back and was like, dude, y'all weren't supposed to say that. Oh. But
he didn't even last a year.
But what were we don't know the inside. I don't know what their goals and expectations.
I'm not doing that job. I don't know.
I'd do it for free.
Oh, you wouldn't.
Yeah, you're right.
I'd do it for free. Just stop saying stuff
that
just ain't true.
You're going to call me out on it. Yeah, you're right.
It ain't true at all. So, sticking to the redistricting thing, though, here a little bit, Justice Alito went scorched earth against
I saw this, Joey.
Justice Ketanji Brown.
Yes, and I'm so, as much as I'm not crazy about the dissension in the court, I like one correcting kind of the other. I kind of do.
So it is official. The Louisiana congressional maps are released. The Supreme Court issued its decision last night, striking down the maps at the center of Louisiana v. Calais case, which limited the use of Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act, allowing the creation of congressional districts based on racial quotas. While not officially gutting the VRA, it does open the door for the entire South to be redistricted without fear of lawsuits. Not officially struck down, but narrowed to the point of erasure is accurate. The Calais case involved a map struck down under the VRA, later revised to create a majority black district, which was also challenged and where the Supreme Court ruled it was unconstitutional. Now with this judgment, there was a harsh rebuke of Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson's dissent, where Justice Alito, in an academic tone, essentially called her a reckless clown who doesn't understand the law. We've seen a similar attitude on the liberal side as well, with Justices Kagan or Sotomayor disagreeing with the majority but avoiding Jackson's dissents, since they usually don't make much sense. It led to barrels of laughter on social media. And, I mean, some of what Alito put out there, it's pretty for like nerds.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty nuts.
But I'm glad somebody has finally said what we the people have screamed for a while.
So here's what Alito said. Justice Alito, with whom Justice Thomas and Justice Gorsuch joined concurring. The dissent in this suit levels charges. So this is the thing that they're talking about, what Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson wrote.
Mm-hmm.
The dissent in this suit levels charges that cannot go unanswered. The dissent would require that the 2026 congressional elections in Louisiana be held under a map that has been held to be unconstitutional. The dissent does not claim that it is now too late for the state legislature or the district court to adopt a new map that complies with the rules. Man, they didn't give me the full thing. That's very frustrating. But essentially, his point is the point I kind of made earlier. She's like, well, if y'all strike this down, that's to the advantage of a political party. And Alito's like, well, if we don't strike it down, isn't that to the advantage of another political party? What are you talking about?
Your mama.
Yeah. It's kind of, let me see if I can find more of this actual language, because it's pretty great here we go. He goes, nor does the dissent assert that it is not feasible for the elections to be held under such a map. Instead, the dissent offers two reasons for its proposed course of action. One is trivial at best, and the other is baseless and insulting. That's literally in a Supreme Court write-up in a concurring opinion. The first is compliance with the 32-day default rule set out in this court's Rule 45.3, but as the court's order explains, there's good reason to depart from the default rule here. Yada, 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 yada. Like, yeah, that's the default rule, but it's not like the Ten Commandments or anything. The dissent goes on to claim, the second reason offered by the dissent is that we should allow the 32-day period to run out in order to avoid the appearance of partiality. But the dissent does not explain why its insistence on unthinking compliance with this default rule does not create the appearance of partiality by running out the clock on behalf of those who may find it politically advantageous to have the election occur under the unconstitutional map. The dissent goes on to claim that our decision represents an unprincipled use of power. And quoting Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson, and just like that, those principles give way to power. Alito goes on and said, that is a groundless and utterly irresponsible charge. What principle has the court violated? The principle that Rule 45.3's 32-day default period should never be shortened even when there is good reason to do so? The principle that we should never take any action that might unjustifiably be criticized as partisan? What's the principle? Wow. So they're getting along up there in the United States Supreme Court.
But honestly, Joey, now I've been here a little on this earth a little longer than you have, but you've probably paid attention to this more than I have. Is she not the dumbest person we've ever put up there?
I don't know. I hadn't looked at all of them, man.
I mean,
she's not.
Just from her confirmation
so far,
hearing, that's
great.
like, this is a joke. But they played the DEI, and that's to me, that's the only reason she's in there. It'll be hard for me to ever take her seriously. She's a bit of a moron.
Now moving on to another judge.
Yeah,
another judge.
Another
story.
moron.
Oh well, I don't know if morons the word here.
I've seen a few this weekend.
The latest man charged with trying to assassinate President Trump received an apology from the judge in his court appearance
It's
Monday.
the one I was talking about. Well, you got something nicer than moron? Because that's all I could come up with.
No, I think something harsher than
moron. Good.
Attorneys for Cole Allen claimed in filings revealed during the hearing that the suspect had been wrongfully placed on suicide watch and denied access to a Bible. Magistrate Judge Zia M. Farouqui gave the government until the next day to update the court on whether Allen would be held at the Washington, D.C. jail. Whatever you've been through, I apologize for the prior week, the judge said to Allen, according to USA Today. I'm sorry, the judge said at another point. Farouqui also compared Allen's treatment in jail to that of the defendants in the January 6th melee at the U.S. Capitol, saying he had been treated worse. This is not the jail's first go-around with people engaged in alleged political violence.
Dude. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that this weekend. It disturbed me greatly. I can't believe that, and I don't know if anybody's agreeing with it. Why is this judge still on the case at this point? I don't want that. He's already showed his bias.
These attorneys for the accused said in a filing to the court that Allen had been cleared of being a suicide risk, but was assigned to the restrictions anyway. The prisoner was refused phone calls, non-legal visits, dimmed lights, tablets, and other personal items under the suicide risk designation, they claimed. Mr. Allen is forced to be escorted to the shower, strip searched when entering and exiting his cell, and wear a padded vest while inside. These conditions are excessive restrictions on his liberty that serve no justifiable purpose and deprive Mr. Allen of dignity while incarcerated. The lawyer said Sunday he's been taken off suicide watch.
We watched this guy with our own eyes try to do this. I could give a damn if they even feed him, water him, whatever. I could give a damn.
Allen was charged with attempted assassination of the president and 2 other charges after he allegedly fired a shotgun at the White House Correspondents' Dinner that President Trump was attending. The suspect was captured on security video rushing through a security checkpoint with a gun before he was tackled to the ground and arrested. He's lucky to be alive, honestly.
It just infuriates.
Like, you run through security like that. Like,
well, you saw it.
Shot
I don't know if
dead.
you saw the video. The dog, when the dog first went to that door, I don't know what's up with the handler. Even I noticed the dog made a notice of, hey, something's up with this. Something's up with this. You can smell a gun.
Oh, yeah. Dogs are good like that.
And it just, but for this judge to come out and apologize.
Yeah, I mean, accused criminals have rights. Don't get me wrong.
They do.
But I also feel like I'm not getting the full story of why he was put on suicide watch. What were the things that he was saying when they made that decision, I wonder?
However, this is something I have no doubt about. I watched this with my own eyes. So he has, I don't give a damn. He's got nothing. Nothing. Dragging behind the car like they did in the Great Outdoors movie. I'm done with him. And you're going to say, I'm sorry that you had to wear a vest in your own suicide. I give a crap. Can you imagine if he was successful? That's what it just pisses me off with this judge. Imagine if this guy was successful. Where would the world be right frickin' now?
Well, it would be pretty bad. Pretty bad. Now, remember the Palisades fires?
Yeah.
Sticking to crime stories?
Yeah.
Now, what do you think would drive a person to burn down a city?
Oh, a couple things. If there was investment property he was going to make some money off of, didn't want to look like a firebug, he had to burn the whole city down.
Greed and avarice. Yeah.
Sure. He had a grudge.
Could be.
Grudge.
Jilted lover.
That very well could be. Ooh, that could be.
Especially if it's a woman scorned.
As hell hath no fire, like a woman scorned. I could see that.
Inge Inferni. like seriously.
Yeah, I could see a bunch of different reasons why someone that's not in the right state of mind would try to set a city on fire.
Well, prosecutors say arson suspect in Los Angeles Palisades fire was angry at the world.
I missed that one, Joey.
Like he's Hitler or something.
I missed that one. The whole world.
The man accused of sparking the deadly Palisades fire in Los Angeles was upset that he didn't have plans for New Year's Eve and ranted about being angry at the world before the initial blaze was sparked. So according to court documents filed by the prosecutors. Jonathan Rinderknecht, or something like that.
Yeah.
29, had pleaded not guilty to starting what became one of the most destructive wildfires in California history. Prosecutors say he started a fire on January 1st that burned undetected deep in root systems before flaring back up a week later. His trial is set to begin June the 8th. His attorneys say he's being used as a scapegoat.
Yeah, I kind of hate saying that, but
yeah, okay. This dude probably is not in his right mind.
Obviously not. But if the fire started a week ago and they didn't put it out all the way and it started back up, fireman, what's your number one job? Nobody ever went back by there to check it?
Well, could it be like unintentional arson? Like, say you start a campfire out.
Oh, sure, you can do that.
You don't mind it. It gets bad. Like, you could be charged with something.
Yep.
For sure.
Yep.
You didn't mean to.
You didn't mean to, but it happened.
So he probably is still on the hook for something.
Yeah.
But an outline of the prosecutor's strategy with details about the defendant's alleged state of mind on the night before the first fire began appears in an April 29th pretrial memo issued by the U.S. Attorney's Office. Witnesses reported that Rinderknecht had been driving erratically while on Uber routes around the Palisades on New Year's Eve, said prosecutors. His passengers described him as, quote, angry, intense, driving erratically, and ranting about being pissed off at the world.
Sounds like a New York taxi driver.
According to court filings, this guy ranted to passengers about accused United Healthcare CEO shooter Luigi Mangione.
Oh, boy.
Capitalism and vigilantism. In an interview with investigators on January 24th, when asked why someone might commit arson in the Palisades, this guy responded that it would be out of resentment of the rich enjoying their money as we're basically being enslaved by them.
Yeah. Need some help.
Well, you know, and he looks like a normal dude. I'm sure some lady's going to start sending him mail in
There's
prison.
more of that going on than I ever knew.
Maybe that's what I got to do to get a date.
Just pretend you're in jail?
Yeah.
I'll take you some mugshots.
Yeah.
You use a couple of mine. Just do the whole face swap.
Or I got to commit a heinous crime and a profound mortal sin.
No,
I don't think I should do that. I think that would
route.
ruin my life.
Yeah.
Just to get a date. And you know, that's got to be bad quality dates. With a few exceptions. Like, true people are rehabilitated. And, like, the pen pal stories are amazing. But most of the broads sending letters to the murderer or the arsonist.
They know where you are all the time. It's a
right.
very comfortable relationship for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not so good for you. I mean, I'm sure he gives you something to think about.
No, ever since I saw The Water Boy as a child,
Mm-hmm.
I did kind of have a thing for Vicky Valancourt.
Is that right? Really?
I did.
I do know some women like that. Oh, I saw some women like that.
Yeah, but it's fine watching it as a movie.
You don't want to live it? Are you sure?
I don't think I want to live
Because,
it.
man, that first part of Florida, when Alabama meets Florida right in there.
Oh, I know what you mean. My dad lives down there.
There's some of them girls down there. Ain't no
That's
doubt.
where Lillian is nestled in. And yeah, no, I know about that.
Around Brantley area there and Florella. Yeah. Oof.
My client maintains his innocence, as he has from the very beginning, and we look forward to clearing his name at trial, said his attorney, Steve Haney.
Mr. Haney.
The offered motive that my client started a fire on New Year's Eve because he did not have a date speaks for itself.
Hey, Joey, you've never taken it that hard.
No, not that hard.
Good deal.
All right.
You never wanted to set the world on fire?
No, I might listen to some like middling 70s popping.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, exactly. But you never thought about, you know what?
Or like
I'm gonna
Journey,
put it down
Loving,
the world.
Touching, Squeezing.
Oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
I had a Journey weekend this weekend. That was good.
Or put someone old Elvis Costello on.
I do like some Elvis Costello.
No dancing. That's a good one.
No.
All right. What's the track I've been listening to lately? Soldier of Love.
Soldier of Love. How's that go?
Lay down your arms. Something like that.
I'm missing that one.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who's the artist.
I've heard a Victim of Love.
Marshall Crenshaw. So it's kind of a new wavy, reminds me of Elvis. You'd know the song actually if I played it.
Yeah, actually, I love Elvis Costello. I just haven't heard much of that forever and a day.
I know.
He's still with us. He's still with us. I think he is.
But didn't he change his name to like some Muslim? Oh wait, no, that's Cat Stevens.
Yeah, that's Cat Stevens, dude.
Easy to get your 70s new wave folk artist mixed up. Anyway, this part of the program brought to you by Josh and Leslie Ryder there. That one tickled me. Tickled myself there. Brought to you by Josh and Leslie Ryder there at Dillon Rings. And at Dillon Rings, they are ready to help you out, especially with something for mom.
Yes.
Is that this weekend?
Yes, it is, Joey.
Yeah. Mother's Day coming up. Folks, especially gentlemen, if you're running out of time, but it doesn't have to be just the fellas. It could be, a daughter wants to get something for mom.
Right.
And they write there at Dillon Rings on their Facebook page, Mom has always been your guiding light. So this year, maybe give her a diamond cross pendant that reflects her faith and your love for her. This Mother's Day, give her a symbol of faith, love, and strength, of hope and charity. A stunning diamond cross pendant from Dillon. Handcrafted with care, each pendant is a timeless piece that shines as brightly as the incredible mom in your life. Whether you choose a classic design or work with Josh and Leslie there at Dillon Rings to create something completely custom, it'll be a gift that she will treasure forever. You can get perfect, it's really like a cross is perfect for engraving, birthstone accents, or pairing with her favorite chain. And there are diamond crosses that can make meaningful personal Mother's Day gifts that go beyond the ordinary. Now, there's limited time for Mother's Day delivery, so schedule your consultation like right now, like today. You can always call them direct and ask questions at 215-3669. There at Dillon Rings. That's 215-3669. But I encourage you to just stop by 119 Brown Springs Road here in Montgomery. That's just off of Atlanta Highway. Kind of like if you're, before you hit Taylor Road, you hit that back entrance part.
Yep.
That's Brown Springs Road. And you just, right there on your left, before you get anywhere near AUM in the soccer field.
Oh, yes,
right there on the left. Yeah. Get by there because you're running out of time for getting something for Mom. And I'm looking at on Facebook. These are beautiful, beautiful cross pendants. Absolutely beautiful. So y'all check them out today. And we'll tell you more about Dillon Rings a little later in the program.
Want to carry News Talk in your pocket? Download the News Talk 93.1 app from the App Store. Available on iPhone and Android. Never miss a moment. Download now.
Yes?
Yeah, I'm Bill. You called about some breakers tripping?
Oh, yes, Bill. My brother-in-law says you can do almost anything.
That's me. Not much I hadn't seen.
Do you really want someone who does almost anything in your electric box? Think about that. Because each year, thousands of home fires are caused by faulty wiring. That's why you want a professional, like the electricians at Crosby Electric.
Bill, how's it going? Bill, ooh, are you okay?
Oh, yeah, well, I didn't really need my eyebrows anyway.
At Crosby Electric, all technicians undergo rigorous safety training, as well as background checks, drug testing, and continuing education.
Bill, you think maybe I should call a real electrician?
No, these little slip-ups happen. Everybody does it.
Really?
No, not really. When you need professional electric work, or you just like someone to assess your home for safety, call the experts at Crosby Electric, 272-2085, or visit us at crosbyelectric.com.
We get a lot of questions about what all we handle at Hannah and Eddie Realty Group. I'm Hannah Grantham.
And I'm Eddie Bader, and we will handle all of your real estate needs.
We handle all your buying and selling needs, from your first home, next home, land, investment property, and even commercial properties.
We do it all and have the experience that shows you what makes us different.
So when you think real estate, think Hannah and Eddie Realty Group. Look us up on Facebook or give us a call at 334-368-6358. And let us show you who you have on your sign matters.
This is your roving reporter, and today I'm talking with a political activist.
That's right, man.
And could you please explain to us your red cap with the letters MMRGA?
Yeah, man, this is my MARGA hat.
MARGA?
Yeah, man, that stands for Make My Retirement Great Again.
I see.
And to do that, what you need to do is call David Ernest,
the asset preservationist.
That's right, man. You can call David at 833-596-7233. That's 833-596-SAFE.
And I understand that's a toll-free number.
Yeah, man. Get David Ernest on the case, and your retirement will be great again.
And you make these hats?
I do. Here's a whole pile left from the last administration.
And they say CPWABD.
Yeah, man. Corn Pop was a bad dude.
And as you said, there's a whole pile here.
Well, there wasn't much demand.
I can dig it.
Are you tired of the mainstream media's biased reporting? Do you want to stay informed on the news that really matters to you? Look no further than 1819 News. At 1819 News, we bring you the latest in Alabama news, politics, sports, culture, and more. We've assembled a team of journalists with Alabama values dedicated to the truth and the truth alone. Visit us at 1819news.com today. That's 1819news.com. Subscribe to our newsletter. Honest News, Alabama Values. This hour of news and views is brought to you by our good friends at Alabama Home Mortgage. Alabama Home Mortgage, 567-4223. Visit them on the web at myalabamahomemortgage.com. NMLS number 1586368. An equal housing lender.
Trust is the number one reason why a patient chooses a healthcare provider. Adams Drugs has been your trusted healthcare provider since 1962 and has been voted the number one pharmacy in the River region for many years. We strive each and every day to provide you the level of health care you have come to expect from Adams Drugs. The employees at Adams Drugs take pride in developing relationships with their patients, from making sure your prescriptions are filled correctly to getting to know you and your family's needs and following up on any questions you may have. Adams Drugs employees deliver top-notch service. We ask you to visit us at any of our locations in Montgomery, Prattville, Wetumpka, Millbrook, and Pine Level Marbury and give us a chance to earn your business. You can find us at adamsdrugs.net for the location that is nearest to you. Adams Drugs is your local, independently owned Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Rich Thomas weather is brought to you by Clark Heating, Air and Plumbing. It's time to schedule your spring tune-up with Clark Heating, Air and Plumbing. Don't wait. Schedule today. Give them a call at 334-277-2125. Alabama certification number 88007.
Rich Thomas weather.
We've got a nice warming trend underway, and on this Cinco de Mayo, we may make it into the lower 80s before all is said and done, with, we'll say, mostly sunny skies. Partly cloudy, a little milder tonight, with the overnight low temperature down to about 62. I think we'll be in the mid to upper 80s tomorrow, Wednesday. There's a small chance of some showers, maybe some thunderstorms in the afternoon and evening hours Wednesday. But the main event will be in the overnight hours Wednesday night into early Thursday, a potential severe weather threat for us. We are keeping a close eye on it. Our free weather app will keep you on top of the action. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Budget Floors and More has the best prices. Carpet as low as 69 cents per square foot. LVP starting at $1.29 a square foot. Sheet vinyl as low as 65 cents per square foot. And the lowest prices on flooring installation supplies. Budget Floors and More across from Delray to Publix. Trustworthy, accurate, immediate. Carrying your voice across the river region. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Welcome back. Now, turn off the music, hippie. We have a big, we
got a big one, yeah.
Yeah, we have a call in here from the governor, Governor Kay Ivey, joining us now. Kay, how are you?
Hi, this is Kay Ivey. How you doing, sugar?
I'm great today.
Oh, now, young Joey, I have a bone to pick with you.
Okay.
I just got through watching my stories, and I went and got my hair blued, and I heard vulgar words coming out of your mouth today, sugar.
Vulgar words?
You said piss. We don't say that out loud. That is a vulgar word.
Did you say it in your head?
And then you spoke of being enslaved by him, I quote, and I believe that's a veiled attempt to attack me for being in blackface and crawling around picking up cigarette butts off the floor.
That's not what I was thinking of, Governor, but I mean, you did do that.
Well, I don't know if, I don't recall if I did that or not. So, but anyhow, I want to remind everyone that today is Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
It's a state holiday, and you can go to your local KBC store, and we have T-shirts for sale that on the front they say, Happy Cinco de Mayo, and on the back they say, May the 5th be with you. Now, I want you two boys now, I want y'all to straighten up now.
Yes, ma'am.
But hold on. My medical assistant is with me. Oh, it's time for some medicine? All right, so I got that little issue I have with my left side taken care of now. Sugar. So now you straighten up, Joey.
Yes, ma'am.
I know where you stay.
Yes,
Don't make me come get you.
Okay. I'll mind my words.
All right, sugar. Happy Drinko de Mayo. Be sweet.
You too.
Thank you, Governor. Drinko de Mayo. May the 5th be with you. Where did she come up with this good stuff?
Pretty good. Yeah, I watched Revenge of the Sith last night.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it had been a while. And I like it.
Is that
I think
your favorite Star Wars?
No, probably Return of the Jedi is my personal favorite.
For me, it's the second one. I don't know. The first one,
Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back.
I think that's technically. I was saying this yesterday with Carrico. I think Empire Strikes Back is objectively the best movie.
It sucked me into the franchise where I knew from then on out I was not going to miss it.
But I think of the prequels, I think the third one, Revenge of the Sith, doesn't get as much love as it should. I like that. And it speeds up the story. It really does. That could have been the prequel itself. The whole backstory of the first two.
Does that one have the Jar Jar Binks in it?
Just in the background.
Okay.
No, does not. No, this is the one where Chancellor Palpatine is bringing Anakin under
Oh,
his
yes,
wing.
that's right. Okay.
Yeah. And like he essentially becomes Vader.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's pretty
Brings
cool.
him to the dark side.
Mm-hmm. Darth Plagueis was able to cheat death. How interesting. He could save others from death, but he couldn't save himself. Yeah, because you killed him, you evil SOB. Hang on. His apprentice killed him in his sleep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I look at some of the latest properties. I'm just like, but I have to amend something I said. I was a little worried about Hollywood yesterday.
Yeah?
Just generally I'm not worried about them. But
Lack of originality?
yes. Like, why are we always just doing the new franchise, new franchise, especially with this Mandalorian Grogu thing?
See, that was good for a while, but I kind of
And there's talk that they're going to, like, retcon, that newest trilogy they came out with?
Yeah.
That was dog crap. I mean, the first one was all right. But The Last Jedi, I kind of liked it in theaters, and then on second watch, I'm like, what is this nonsense?
Really?
Yeah. And it was very polarizing. A lot of people hated it out of theaters. I got in fights with family over that. And then the last one, the last one was awful. Utter dog crap.
I didn't go see that one.
It was terrible. So they're thinking about even like retconning that and like saying that was just a bad dream. And we'll get
They're going to have to.
Which is a $20 billion retcon. Woo! A lot of money. Now, that said, I have to admit, though, Hollywood has made something, it looks like, that might pull me back to go see something in theaters.
What's that?
I admit I am a fan of Christopher Nolan. I think one of my favorite, top 5 movies is The Prestige.
Okay.
Love that movie. And I like a lot of Nolan's movies. Not everyone's a home run, but I like Christopher Nolan just generally for his craft. He is, of course, doing The Odyssey. And they dropped a new trailer today. And it makes me want to go to theaters, right now.
Really?
It comes out in mid-July. And, yeah, I think from just the look of it, they're going to knock it out of the park. Now, who knows? It could be it's just a good trailer and it's a crap movie. But it looks like they've got the heart of the movie exactly right. And the heart of that story exactly right. Where I believe in the actual Odyssey, written by Homer, or spoken by Homer, or whatever, whoever wrote it down, it begins, I believe, with Telemachus, his son, and his wife Penelope. So there is going to be a lot of focus on the home front, and I imagine some time warping where for a long time Odysseus is stuck on the island with the nymph Calypso, and so I have a sense that'll be, and Charlize Theron is Calypso. But of course there's the Cyclops. There's all sorts of stuff in this. So I have a sense that the Calypso thing that is going to be this place where he recounts what happened, how they won the war, and certain things that might have happened leading up to. And is you gonna let me go to get back to my wife? And so I don't know. That one has my attention. I will definitely go see that one.
Good.
272-9228. Let's go to line 1. You're on there. Who's this?
Papa B.
Hey, Papa B.
Hey, guys. You know what I want to see is Robert Downey Jr. make some more of the Sherlock Holmes movies.
You like those?
Those
A couple people I know like them.
I loved them, and he was perfect in that role.
Yeah, he was.
I mean, absolutely perfect. He said that he intended really to make, more of them, total of at least 6. But, at the time, how the politically correct kind of thinking was in effect for Hollywood. So anyway, he couldn't do it at the time, but maybe now.
Tropic Thunder 2.
He can get through it. Yeah. Do what now?
Tropic Thunder 2.
Oh,
that was a movie he was in where he played a black guy.
He's an Australian actor.
Yes.
Who is such a method actor that he gets surgery to make himself change his pigment to look like a black man. And he there's this one scene where the dude uses the other guys in the party, like uses the N-word, and he grabs him and goes, "That word has held us down for 400 years." And he's like, and it's
over the top. Yeah.
Like he nailed it because he did it well. Like, and there's some people that hate that he even did the blackface, but there's a lot of folks who are like, okay, he did it so well.
He did it so well, yeah.
I never saw that.
Oh, it's hysterical. One of the best parts of the movie.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, some people out there were saying that at the time, the Sherlock Holmes movies were by Robert Downey Jr. were too white. So,
I forgot about
whatever
that.
that means.
Well, and they're trying to bring him back to save Marvel, making him Dr. Doom.
That's the only thing that will do it, I think.
Yeah, it's got my interest a little bit after until last night, I hadn't even looked at Disney Plus for years.
The Marvel movies, I mean, just make me gag, man. It's just on and on, forever war.
You don't like that old Nietzschean CGI fest there?
I don't like any of it. I swear. Now, my son and my wife, they will watch that stuff until the cows come home. I can't take it. It's exhausting just watching it. It's exhausting. Emotionally exhausting watching it. Anyway, but what was I calling about, Joey? Dadgummit, got me distracted.
The guy lighting stuff on fire in California, maybe? Or?
Yeah, maybe. I told you about the, guy that they complained about, the SPLC was like hiring the arsonist to light the fire.
Oh, yeah.
Well, like I said, it's never happened before, right? And had you ever heard of California? I think they've been lighting fires to, get federal dollars for a long, long time. Maybe it's just a gut feeling. But anyway, the new redistricting that Alabama's going through.
Mm-hmm.
Why does anybody think that a black person can't win in any kind of new district? Can't a black person win in any district as long as he's trying to represent all of the people instead of just the black race?
Well, they would have to probably be a Republican, and as Joe Biden said, if you do that, you ain't black.
You ain't black.
You ain't black.
Yep.
Probably so, but you know what? It would still work. There's so many white folks out there that are just, falling all over themselves to try to still prove that they're not racist. That if there was a black candidate that was Republican, they'd vote for him in a minute. I think so anyway.
Oh, of course.
So if there was a black candidate in this new redrawing and everything, I don't see why they couldn't win. Like I said, just as long as they were representing all the people instead of just.
Well, I saw a graphic the other day saying proof that the Republicans are not racist. Here's their ideal Supreme Court, and it was somebody photoshopped, or that's all Clarence Thomas, all 9 of them. But of course, he's the wrong type of that's not what we mean.
He's the kind of black person we need, right? I love that man. I swear, I don't know what we're going to do without him.
Yeah.
When he leaves, he is like a national treasure. Has just, the right interpretation of the Constitution each and every time. I don't know. He's just a giant of an intellect.
And he's a national treasure, and he is a true success story from a very real American story of, I think, the black struggle in this nation. And yet he's tossed off as essentially an Uncle Tom type.
Mm-hmm. Hated for it, just absolutely hated for it. Good night. What in the world? This man he's an awesome guy, but just absolutely despised by the greater majority of the black population. So anyway, I guess he's just not down for the cause.
I guess not.
So it's not about race. Interesting.
Yes. Right. So anyway, all right, guys. Yeah, I mean, just one other thing. Oh yeah, the people are hollering and screaming, "How dare you do what we did?" And then, "How dare you stop what we did?" And then reverse it, and then do it, and then turn around and do exactly what we
Got the
did.
Muno card.
That is just.
You forgot the first rule of politics. You must let the Democrats win.
Always. Always.
Always. They cheat, too. We got a right to cheat. It's our God-given right. It's in the Constitution somewhere.
No, that's right there with, by the way, over the years, my favorite calls like, Joe, we can rebel. It's in the Constitution. We could do there. I'm like, the insurrection clause of the Constitution, really?
Yeah.
Really?
What's going to happen here? Honestly, I think that, you know, literally, there's some people that are just mad as a stirred up hornet's nest out there.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what's going to happen. I mean, are we going to see? You think we're going to see riots and crap?
No.
I really don't.
No, and honestly, I think a lot of the language is very old and coming from older folks.
Yep.
And
Well, I hope that's right.
I mean, there's a lot of problems in this nation. I see the Democrats are probably going to go more your socialist route. Now, perhaps somebody will come in like Trump and save that party and be sort of like a common sense entrepreneur type.
Good luck. Man. Good
But
luck.
like, yeah, right now I don't see it.
Well, I mean, it's like the the really hardline conservative Republican. It's always like, well, where else are you going to go? With the Bushes? Do we have a choice, really?
Right.
You know, we had to vote. Right. So the same thing can be said for the, really radical leftists in the Democrat. What are they going to do? They got to vote.
They got to vote.
I would say, and I told you before, honestly, somebody like a Harold Ford Jr., I think could do major, major good for the Democrat Party. Bring them back away from the ledge of insanity that they're wanting the whole country to jump off of.
Well, and also think of like and I'm not saying this guy would be right, but think of like Stephen A. Smith and the path he's paved, or think of like somebody like Joe Rogan even. Yeah. Like not those two individuals running for office, but somebody like that who had been left wing all their life for the most part, but then saw all the craziness and went with Trump. Or at least understand Trump, don't hate the Trump people. And so, like, it's, I don't know. I think there are a lot of folks like that in this country. And
I think the Democrats are going to have to lose one more big time before they finally, do the Coyote Ugly thing and chew off their arm, get out of that trap.
Yeah.
So, anyway. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Have a good one.
You too, bud.
Got to hit this break. We'll be right back after this.
He may not know whether he's coming or going. But whether you're going to work or coming home, Greg Budell is there. Mornings, 6 till 9, and afternoons, 3 till 6. Only on News Talk 93.1 FM, WACV.
2026 marks 60 years that hope has had a home in Alabama. At the Alabama Sheriff's Youth Ranches, children who've lost everything through no fault of their own have found something priceless. A safe place to live, a loving Christian family, and the chance to simply be kids again. Here, boys and girls grow up surrounded by care, guidance, and faith, learning right from wrong, learning responsibility, learning they are valued and that their lives have purpose. As the Alabama sheriffs have believed for 6 decades, it's easier to build boys and girls than to repair men and women. These former ranchers are now teachers, parents, business owners, and leaders. Living proof that love, structure, and faith can change a life forever. As the Alabama Sheriff's Youth Ranches celebrate 60 years of serving Alabama's children, you can help ensure the next child has the same chance. Learn how you can make a difference at alabamasheriffsyouthranches.org. 60 years of building lives, and we're just getting started.
At Blue Water Broadcasting, we believe great advertising starts with relationships. That's why so many local business owners trust us, not just for radio, but for digital too. If you're already running digital advertising and you're not seeing results, it may be time to explore your options. Our team takes the time to understand your business, then builds custom campaigns using a multi-channel conversion-focused approach. So whether it's digital display, social media, or you need help increasing your online presence, Blue Water Broadcasting can help. Before your next campaign, let's have a conversation. Visit bluewaterbroadcasting.com.
Don't miss the River Region Healthy Living Expo happening Thursday, May 14th from 10 to 2 at the Shops at East Chase. From senior health to total wellness, it's all here and admission is free. Learn more in the Check It Out section at WAKA.com.
This hour of news and views is brought to you by our good friends at Alabama Home Mortgage. Alabama Home Mortgage, 567-4223. Visit them on the web at myalabamahomemortgage.com. NMLS number 1586368, an equal housing lender.
All the headlines the mainstream media won't touch. Your News Talk station. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
I want to. I'm good where I'm at.
You could, though.
Good.
If only people knew. Welcome back.
So true, Joe. Oh, we're back?
Yeah, I'm back on the air. Let's go to the phones, talk to Paul. Hey, Paul, how you doing?
Hello, Joey. Hey, 80.
How you doing, buddy?
Y'all got somebody else in there with y'all today I missed?
No, just us two today.
We've been missing Byron Sheehy.
Yes, we have been missing Byron.
Oh, I enjoy Byron, but I enjoy Troy a whole lot better.
Okay.
Troy, ass kicking violence.
Troy must be somewhere close to my age. No, but y'all been doing a lot of hit and miss about this politicking mess.
Mm-hmm.
Joey, you and I have talked about this before. The Democrats now are just something that some want to be dredged up and line their pockets. Democrats back in the 70s and 80s that couldn't win no more Democrats, they switched over to Republicans. They've been running Republican ever since.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I'm going to get off of that. Something I would like to see as far as the sequels goes, I'm like y'all on the Star Trek movies. The first one was the best one. Some of the rest of it has just been shoulder deep pickle matter, and that's as clean as I know how to put it.
Yeah, I like to do it where I'll watch the one I watched last night, Revenge of the Sith. Then I'll watch the first one, A New Hope, where they blow up the Death Star. Then the next one.
Yeah,
and that's about it. Those are the only I watched those 4.
Yeah, well, I waited till some of the rest of them came on cable back when I was doing cable, and I watched them then. But as far as the sequel goes, now I would love to see them make a sequel with John Constantine. I'll get it out in a minute. I'm still fighting a bug I was telling Eddie about. But if y'all think about it, Predator, the sequel they made to that was another one that was shoulder deep pickle matter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Agreed.
That just didn't go nowhere.
Wasn't that the one where he's like in an urban setting or something? Like it's in a city?
It's in the city, yeah. It starts in the city.
It was in the city and warehouses and things of that nature.
Yep. It's cheaper to shoot a movie there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that and they're probably good to get Arnold to do it again.
That's true, too.
All right, my brothers. I'll catch y'all later.
All right, Paul.
I got half of what I wanted to say.
Appreciate you,
Back
Paul.
to
See you, Paul.
This is part of the program brought to you by Bo Goodson and the Goodson Group. And they're at the Goodson Group. They're ready to help you out, whether you're looking to buy or sell property, a house here in the Montgomery and surrounding areas. Bo's been helping out folks for about half a century now in the River Region real estate market. And so you know they can help you. And more than just helping buyers and sellers, they can also help you manage that rental. They have management services available should you want to rent out your home. Great idea in this market. But it can be a pain in the butt to actually manage yourself.
Can be.
So instead, get the Goodson Group to do that for you for a reasonable fee, and it'll still be a performing asset for you. So check them out today. You can always learn more at thegoodsongroup.com or give them a call direct at 551-0225. It's 551-0225. Bo Goodson and the Goodson Group.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
With SRN News, I'm Bob Agnew in Washington.
American boats passed through Iranian waters safely, and the latest tensions between the U.S. and Iran continue in the Strait of Hormuz. But Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth told reporters today at the Pentagon that U.S. operation now guiding vessels through the strait is only a temporary solution and no intention to result in an end to the ceasefire. He was joined at the press conference also by Joint Chiefs of Staff Chairman General Dan Kane. He says Iran has tried to attack several vessels in the region of the Strait of Hormuz since the ceasefire took effect, but they were not big enough to start full-scale operations. Vice President Vance paying a visit to Iowa for the first time since he took office. Vance is considered one of the GOP's strongest potential 2028 presidential candidates. In this case, he'll be traveling to Iowa to campaign for Republican Congressman Zach Nunn. On Wall Street, it's a winning session so far. The Dow is up 246 points. This is SRN News.
I talked to a lot of great companies. Very few of them actually literally surprised me, but Fellowship Home Loans sure did. For over 20 years, Mike and Brian and the team there have been helping families do something most people think is more complicated than it has to be. Get into a home, lower their rate, or tap into equity they didn't even realize they had. Everything at Fellowship is done in-house. One roof, one great team, all with a servant-led mentality. From your first phone call to closing, you're going to get people who know you by name. They'll know your situation. They treat you like family. They're also offering a free mortgage checkup right now. Don't miss out. Rates are lower now than if you purchased or refinanced your home in the last few years. Many Fellowship customers are saving hundreds of dollars a month when refinancing, and there are no payments for 2 months. Go to fellowshiphomeloans.com/Mike G, fellowshiphomeloans.com/Mike G, or call 800-510-MIKE, 800-510-6453. Fellowship Home Loans, mortgage lending by the book.
Nationwide Mortgage Bankers, DBA Fellowship Home Loans, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 8193.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by Alabama Wholesale Lumber. It's more than just great prices on lumber. From Trex decking to energy-efficient windows and Tamco shingles, Alabama Wholesale Lumber has it all.
Rich Thomas Weather. We've got a nice warming trend underway, and on this Cinco de Mayo, we may make it into the lower 80s before all is said and done, with, we'll say, mostly sunny skies. Partly cloudy, a little milder tonight, with the overnight low temperature down to about 62. I think we'll be in the mid to upper 80s tomorrow, Wednesday. There's a small chance of some showers, maybe some thunderstorms in the afternoon and evening hours Wednesday. But the main event will be in the overnight hours Wednesday night into early Thursday, a potential severe weather threat for us. We are keeping a close eye on it. Our free weather app will keep you on top of the action. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
1819 News.
Republican John Wall is running in the lieutenant governor's primary race this year. He says he wants the state to make the repeal of the grocery sales tax permanent. The 2% state sales tax on groceries is currently on hold for 2 months until the end of June. Wall says that he strongly advocated for the tax suspension when he was still the chairman of the Alabama Republican Party and before he jumped into the lieutenant governor's race. Wall said that any relief right now to Alabamians is a good thing and a step in the right direction. He says that taxing groceries is one of the most unfair burdens placed on residents here in the state and that he will seek to eliminate this grocery tax permanently. I'll be back with more Alabama stories after this.
Are you enjoying 1819 News? If so, consider joining 1819 News as a member. As a nonprofit news organization, we depend on the support of Alabamians like you. Memberships start out as little as $5 a month, and you'll get access to exclusive content only offered to our members. You'll be supporting independent journalism done by people who cherish Alabama values. Become a member today by visiting 1819news.com and clicking Become a Member. That's 1819news.com and click Become a Member today.
A family of 3 in the town of Clay was able to escape a house fire with their lives, but not anything else. The family found their rental home on fire this past Monday morning after a smoke detector went off. Firefighters are investigating the cause of the blaze. The house was totally destroyed. An Alabama man has filed a copyright infringement claim regarding a police training manual. Johnny Lee Smith claims he wrote the training manual for certifying police officers here in Alabama back in 2014. Smith now says that his content was stolen by the U.S. Army. He says the U.S. Army Civilian Police Academy out of Missouri is unlawfully appropriating, reproducing, and distributing his content after Army personnel attended one of his training programs. I'm Andrea Tice.
For more news affecting Alabamians, go to 1819news.com. And while you're there, subscribe to the daily newsletter.
This hour of News and Views is brought to you by our good friends at Cole Plumbing, 279-8919. Cole Plumbing is number one in the number two business. You don't have to dig a hole. They have proprietary pipelining technology. Ask them about their tankless water heaters. Remember, when you have trouble with your bowl, call on Cole.
It's time to show Mom how much you appreciate her with a Jenny Lynn's floral creation for Mother's Day. Skip the grocery store flowers and make one quick call, 285-1000. Roses, lilies, beautiful bouquets, and gift baskets designed just for Mom. Call Jenny Lynn's Creations, 285-1000.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-444-2013. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-444-2013. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-444-2013. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-444-2013 or biglou.com.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. For Montgomery's conversational radio show, it's News and Views on News Talk 93.1 FM. To join the conversation, call 272-9228.
You're listening
to Joey Clark.
Joey Clark.
And his old pal, Mr. Bader.
It's Joey Clark.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. So, real groovy. Pete Hegseth and Secretary of War and the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs, General Kane, they were asked some questions, and normally, this clip's kind of boring. You're like, question, standard question, standard question, standard question, and then all of a sudden you hear one from the press corps there at the Pentagon,
all right,
that makes you go, well, groovy, baby.
You said that the attacks by Iran so far are below the threshold of restarting major combat operations. What is that threshold? And then for Secretary Hegseth, are there still concerns about mines in the strait? And can you kind of clarify?
So far, pretty normal.
Kamikaze dolphins?
These reports of kamikaze dolphins that we've heard about.
Watch General Kane.
I heard the kamikaze dolphin thing. It's like sharks with laser beams, right?
I just saw that a second ago.
Like sharks with laser beams, right?
The threshold of restarting is a political decision above my pay grade. What I'll say is it's low harassing fire right now. It feels like Iran is grasping at straws to try to do something across the southern flank.
I'm just noticing, David, that his voice, he should have been, unless they want to pay us $1 billion.
Command and control structure remains very fractured, and I think they're struggling to maintain control down echelon at the edge, but it's still pretty low level kinetics at this point in time.
And I can't confirm or deny whether we have kamikaze dolphins, but I can confirm they don't. Ultimately, any follow-on effort, if there are mines identified, would.
You know where they
kamikaze dolphins?
Yeah, you know where they got that from? Supposedly back in the early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
Iran bought them from Russia when Russia was going to crap, and then you could buy anything you wanted over there, even submarines.
And they sold them kamikaze dolphins.
My guess is they sold them some dolphins that just swam away.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
But I do have a serious question. When we use the kamikaze dolphins, let's say they're based in Florida.
Okay.
All right. And we're going to do an operation over in, just say over in the Middle East.
Yeah.
We put them on a boat or we make them swim over?
I think it'd be courteous to have them like in a tank on a boat.
I would think so, but at the same time,
yeah. What's that called in a big fishing boat where it's like a
live well?
Live well, yeah. It's that big old live well in one of your naval vessels and
Okay.
release the kamikaze dolphins.
I'm just curious if they have a special carrier for that. I've seen the dogs jump out of the or the planes with the parachute. Do we have dolphins that'll do that?
I'm just realizing how much I was formed by those stupid movies. Well, what do we have? Sea bass. Are they ill-tempered?
Just a little.
Oh, goodness gracious. So there's more over on Goat Hill.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Caleb Taylor's got it right up. So does Craig Monger on the House side.
I saw some stuff from Craig this weekend.
But here is on the Senate side. Republican members of a Senate Fiscal Responsibility and Economic Development Committee on Tuesday passed legislation to give Alabama the option to call a special election for 2 Montgomery area state Senate districts later this year. The bill by State Senator Chris Elliott would authorize a new special primary election to be held if a federal court issues an order or vacates an injunction, thereby allowing the legislature to use a previously enacted legislative state Senate redistricting plan in the 2026 general election. And the court ruling is made at a time that is too late to be accommodated during the normal primary election schedule, but would allow a new special primary election to be held in a manner that does not affect the 2026 general election, set in November. The bill by Elliott would require the governor to call a special primary election for the affected state Senate districts if the special primary election can be held within a specific time frame without violating certain laws, and would authorize the governor to modify certain state law deadlines regarding elections. But the bill was opposed in the committee room by the Southern Poverty Law Center.
I thought he's still around. I thought we shut him down a couple weeks ago.
Yes, PLC. Opposed by Bozo the Clown. ESPLC. And it was opposed by a Black Lives Matter representatives during the public hearing.
Oh.
Black Lives Matter Birmingham's Taft Harris Jr. Wait, it's almost like we called this at the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
He criticized Governor Ivey for calling a special session to pass the legislation. So here is what Black Lives Matter Birmingham Taft Harris Jr. said. Let's talk about the governor who is apparently the love child of Jim Crow in the form of the unrepentant George Wallace.
Oh, good Lord.
I thought he did repent.
I thought he did too.
Why did he repented? Like getting shot will do that. But also not getting shot. Maybe the Holy Spirit actually can change a man's heart.
I remember studying through school. We were shown that almost annually that he was truly repentant.
What kind of school are you going to?
DOD school, DOW schools now, Department of War schools.
DOW school.
Yeah.
He goes on to say, she is wrong, you're wrong, and you know you're wrong. I pray you don't sleep. I pray the angel of the Lord wrestles with you all night long and shows you your whiteness, your fascism, your racism that has been systematic for so long, Harris told the committee. I hope you don't sleep tonight. I hope the governor doesn't sleep tonight. I hope the president, well, he may. He has no conscience. I hope and I pray that you represent for your wrong and your acts of injustices against my people who breastfed your mommy and daddy.
I'll take over the top for 2,000.
I'll take taking the Lord's name in vain for 2 million.
Yeah, we'll say the least. But again, when you've got that kind of leadership and that's the kind of stuff they're putting out, how do you follow somebody like that? How do you go, hey, you know what? I'm in the right club.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I pray we all wrestle with the angel of the Lord every night, including that gentleman and the folks on the committee he doesn't like. How about that? But it's just so predictable, man.
It is.
Like George Wallace and Jim Crow.
How long has it worked?
Throw in Reconstruction as well.
How long has it worked?
Yeah, it has worked for a while.
Yeah. And at this point, does it officially not work anymore?
Doesn't seem like old. I mean, the way they're saying it in a more shrill tone,
yeah,
doesn't seem like it's working.
I see.
I pray the angel of the Lord wrestles with you all night long and shows you your whiteness, your fascism, your racism that has been systematic for so long.
The whole whiteness thing. What's it going to show me with the whiteness? kind of look down. I'm pretty white every which way I look. Is the whiteness wrong now? Is God going to come to me and go, you're white and you're wrong, and you're going to explain to me why I'm white and wrong?
Oh, you're wrong. It had nothing to do with your race.
Right. I'll give you that all day long, twice on Sunday.
No, you're wrong. I'm wrong. This guy's wrong. The members of the committee, we're all wrong because we're part of the banished children of Eve.
Thank you.
And unless after baptism, get with being children of God, but that's kind of how we're wrong. That proclivity to sin.
Do you think that fella is aware of that?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure he probably
He's just
has
lashing out a little bit.
Yeah, he seems angry. Seems a little resentful.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Make sure you pray for that fella.
Genuinely. I pray the angel of the Lord wrestles with him that he might find peace in his heart. Even if he is going through trials and thinks the world is against him.
Yeah.
Because maybe the world is against you, sir. There's a lot of things wrong with this world and a lot of trials that we have to endure. I just think sometimes the reason we have an Exodus generation, what was that generation lost in the wilderness for 40 years? Oh, yeah, worshiping idols. And perhaps politics is an idol, along with a lot of other things going on right now.
Consider that, but you know what? That's pretty good.
In fact, that seems to be sort of the crying Jim Crow and crying all these other things.
Yeah.
Seems to be a bit of a political idol and cudgel.
Yeah, but as long as it's working, Joey.
Well, it ain't working anymore.
Says you, Whitey.
Yeah, what does working even mean? Now let's go to Craig Monger's report on the House side. Members of the House Ways and Means General Fund Committee approved legislation introduced during the specially called legislative session on Tuesday that would require the state to hold a special election during a 2023 congressional map currently blocked by a federal court. The special session was called after the 6-3 majority ruling in Louisiana v. Calais. That majority decision, of course, found race-based redistricting unconstitutional, but I repeat myself. The bill approved by the House committee on Tuesday would require the state to hold a special election for the 2026 congressional race using the 2023 map if SCOTUS lifts the injunction. House Bill 1 by State Rep. Chris Pringle would require the governor to call a special primary election for the affected congressional districts if the special primary election could be held within a specified time frame without violating certain laws, and authorize the governor to modify certain election deadlines specified in law. The bill would take effect only if the court rules in Alabama's favor and the ruling is made too late to be accommodated within the normal primary election schedule. A candidate who receives the most votes in the special primary election is considered the party nominee for the general, thereby eliminating the need for a primary runoff. Pringle stood at the podium and faced harsh criticism and condemnation from Democratic House members and members of the public who signed up to speak at the public hearing.
Oh.
Some, like State Representative Napoleon Bracey, accused Pringle, and by extension the state, of going back on an agreement not to redraw congressional lines before the 2030 census. Other Democratic lawmakers bemoaned the nearly $4.5 million price tag of holding a special election. My issue with the state is, and I will continually have this issue, is mental illness, said State Rep. Pebblein Warren of Tuskegee, Alabama. Every time I bring up mental illness, we're told we don't have the money. We don't have the money. Where are we getting the money from now to have a special election and to pay for all these lawyer fees? Well, I thought he was going to make a crack about how they're mentally ill down there. Completely wrong.
Missed opportunity.
The public hearing featured several local pastors, one state representative, and other representatives of advocacy organizations. All speakers harkened back to the civil rights struggles in the 20th century, accusing lawmakers of trying to silence or dilute the black vote. Following the public hearing, Democratic lawmakers directed the harshest words towards Pringle. So now this body is becoming liars, not only to the three-judge panel, but they have become liars to the people of the state of Alabama, said State Rep. A.J. McCampbell from Demopolis. When McCampbell tried to juxtapose the current redistricting efforts with the period of slavery in the United States, Committee Chairman Rex Reynolds of Huntsville, a Republican, halted his statement and moved on to the next speaker. Warren further accused Pringle of subserviently carrying out the orders of others while making an unspecified threat about black voters. I look at you standing there today, I kind of pity you because you are looking just like a robot, Warren said. You were being programmed to say this. She continued, saying that when I think of where we're going in this state, where we're moving as racial people in this state, you're going to see, I guarantee you, if this bill passes, y'all better watch out because black folks were coming after the Republican Party. We're going to become Republicans. We're going to mess up your party. Come on in. Your terms are acceptable.
Yeah, come on in.
Please.
More the merrier.
I'm going to mess up your party. Yeah, come on in.
Okay, come on.
That's kind of the point. Like, compete as a Republican.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all ain't as crazy as a lot of the fruits and nuts out in California. I give you that. Like a lot of Alabama Democrats, especially black Democrats.
Yeah.
They ain't down with a lot of the funny
no.
business going on with the national
But
party.
they don't. The lack of pushing back, I think, is disturbing.
Despite the pushback, the committee passed the bill by voice vote. The only audible nay votes came from the Democratic members. The bill will now go before the House floor on Wednesday, tomorrow, for a vote. On Wednesday, a Senate committee similarly advanced legislation to allow a special election for the state Senate using a map previously blocked by a court order.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of fireworks down there.
Lighting their own pants on fire.
Yeah. But it's just so predictable.
It is. Why do we have to go all the way there to get back to here?
Yeah, talk about being a robot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, does anybody have any original ideas? Even insults?
I do, but
yeah, you should watch it.
Yeah, thank you.
Watch yourself.
Yep. That's the problem, Joey. You people can't handle real ideas.
You people.
Well, you just told me to watch it.
What real idea can't I handle?
You've heard some of mine before. You're always putting them down, so I don't really.
No, give me an example. Give me an example. Don't do that very like Chisholm, like redneck. Well, I guess you just don't want to.
All right. Let's see. The last idea that I poo-pooed on, or you poo-pooed on, was the Madeline, the theme for Madeline and Alabama Homework.
I made that and sent it to her.
Did you?
Yeah, I didn't poo-poo on any of that.
Okay, my bad. You did originally, but okay. I didn't know you came around. My bad.
Sometimes I poo-poo and I go, wait.
What about going to Jamaica? You pooed on that every time I brought it up. Every time.
I think Jamaica's your thing, and if I go along with you to Jamaica, it's going to ruin Jamaica for you.
No, it won't. No, I think you would see a lot of things, not being serious, a lot of things that would open up your eyes.
How so?
The reality of it, of some of the things, like the greatness of how, like to me, how incredibly enjoyable that island can be.
Sure.
But then we can walk 5 minutes down the road and I can probably show you
hell.
the saddest thing you've ever seen before in your life. Yeah.
I think there's a lot of places like that in the world.
Yeah,
not
right
just
over in
Jamaica. Yeah. Parts of Montgomery, yeah. For sure. For sure.
Yeah.
I used to live in Capitol Heights, walk a block or two, and you're
Yeah, but
like,
you moved up, Joey. You moved up.
I guess.
Oh, another thing. Do you put a wash towel or a washcloth in your shower yet? Or are you still rubbing just soap on skin?
Soap on skin, baby. Should I use some sort of device?
Yes.
I do have a thing that I occasionally exfoliate.
A loofah?
No, it's like a little pad you put on, like, your hand.
Okay. Yeah, well, maybe a loofah would be more manly. Try the loofah with a stick.
The loofah with the stick?
So you get it in the back.
But a loofah is more
It's very-
manly
Yes.
than just a simple, like, scrub brush?
Yeah. More impressive. Okay, a woman comes over, there's a little scrub brush, or there's a loofah.
No, it's like a flat pad with a rough side.
She probably thinks you're doing some sanding in the shower. A loofah speaks proper skincare.
272-9228. That's 334-272-9228 if you want to get in on the conversation.
Saying.
Oh, my whole biblical meditation didn't get much traction at 1819 this week.
Sorry to hear that.
No, it's fine. You think I'm trying to write every week to make everybody happy?
You can't.
Get everybody's attention?
Can't do that. You don't want to be a
Drive
part of the
yourself
people
nuts
pleaser.
if you're always trying to hit that. Yeah, it comes when it comes. So, is Iran finally?
I don't know, man. They're still
coming to the table.
Apparently, still doing a little bit of small round firing at ships, but at the same time, we're saying we're going to escort ships through.
Yeah, I think the escort's working. By the way, like
They
Just fine.
Yeah, but we seized 6 ships over the last couple of days that I guess tried to skirt us.
And then it looks like Rubio is taking questions right now live in the White House press briefing. Did you see he did a little joke with Caroline Leavitt out for maternity leave?
Oh, I did not.
That he walked in and started acting like he was press secretary.
Because he knows he has to
don't
be.
put this out. It's a joke on one person, not the whole nation. Like, I'm not press secretary.
But he is the press secretary right now, Joey.
Oh, he's talking about his upcoming meeting with the Pope. A lot of talk about the Pope.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
Okay, is it
Probably a good thing.
What's the Pope going to say that's going to change our minds? I don't think there's much out there that Pope can do besides be a sideliner.
Oh, there's always room to agree on stuff.
Yeah, like walls, because, the Vatican's pretty walled up.
Mm-hmm.
Lecture me on things that I shouldn't do that you do?
I don't know. I think that, not to get down the whole Catholic rabbit hole, like a lot of the stuff is just media created. Because he's said multiple times, nations have a right to control their borders.
Okay.
And yes, there's probably a lot of leadership in the Catholic Church that doesn't want to see mass deportations of tens of millions of people, especially people that have lived here a long, long, long time.
You know why? Because they're going to have to go deal with them. More missionaries y'all got to put out. Y'all don't have to do that work.
Yeah. Well, and also, in many cases, it'll be a lot of their parishioners.
Very much so. I didn't even consider that. Maybe the church follows them.
All right.
Bring some holy into their land.
But on so many issues, like it's, again, more media creation. Like a lot of this stuff is up to civic authorities.
Yeah.
Like, anyway. Now Rubio saying, can't let Iran hold the world hostage. Okay, cool.
We've been saying that for a month now, Joey?
Yeah.
Okay. Just checking. Remember it was going to be a 10-day war, 12-day war?
Yeah. And it's getting a little long.
Yeah, getting a little long.
Now, it has slowed down. It's not like you're doing crazy bombing stuff.
No, but it's
not
same
resolved.
situation. Yeah,
Right.
same situation's there.
Now, I think the blockade's probably time that puts time on the United States side.
I agree, and I know from Iran's standpoint, they've got no money, no nothing coming in.
Right.
Yeah.
And now that Trump and them are letting certain folks through, but not stuff that's
Which I
going to help
thought was
Iran.
funny, too. Is that his big business buddies that he's letting through?
Maybe.
I heard someone out at the beach say it yesterday. It killed me. Yeah, he's letting his buddies come through.
Yeah. What, you let your enemies come through?
Do you think they're, hey, Trump, I got a boat sitting down there. You mind letting that one pass on through? I appreciate that.
So we have a new study from StudyFinds.
Oh, boy.
Now, I haven't read this yet, so just seen the headline. But eggs have spent decades bouncing between dietary hero and villain.
Yes.
That's true, right?
Yep. Very true.
Bad for your cholesterol, they said, for a while. Now they're like, no, it's
actually
really
good for you.
Good source. They're a little fatty, but it's a good source of fat and protein. I love eggs in the morning. Like, I prefer that over cereal or pancakes or French toast all day.
Strawberry pancakes this morning.
Ooh, strawberry. Fresh strawberries or like a compote?
It was a whole house, so God knows where the strawberries
Oh,
came from.
good God.
It was delicious.
Yeah. But they've been praised for their protein one year and vilified for their cholesterol the next. A new study may tip the scales again. Researchers who tracked nearly 40,000 older adults for more than 15 years found that people who ate eggs regularly were far less likely to be diagnosed with Alzheimer's
That's interesting.
than those who never or rarely touched eggs. The most frequent egg eaters, those having 5 or more servings a week, showed a 27% lower risk.
That's interesting.
What's your favorite way to cook an egg?
Right now, omelet. Post-COVID,
Omelet?
I used to be a
Omelet.
fried egg. The runnier, the better. But post-COVID, can't even stomach.
Really?
Yep. Fried eggs.
And you didn't even take the vax.
No. No, after I got COVID, though,
You don't like runny, like egg yolk?
I know it's strange, but it's like a sulfury taste to me.
Milk.
Yeah, and I've tried to go back a couple times because I know eventually it's going to come back. But so right now, I'm
Man,
just
with a
doing
little
the
bit of buttered and grilled sourdough toast like that. Ooh, that's tasty.
That sounds pretty
A
good.
little salt and pepper on that.
I can't even do the boiled eggs no more.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, I like a soft scramble, but that's too much work at home, like a true soft scramble where it almost looks runny. But
Yeah, but it's so good.
You essentially emulsify butter into it real slowly.
Mhm.
Oh, it's awesome.
Those some cheese.
Yeah, cheese for sure, man. Or just fresh crack some scramble in the pan.
Yeah.
And throw some cheese into that so you get a little bit of the white. It's not completely mixed together. I like that too. Or just the marbled egg where you mess up. You're thinking of sunny side up, like just fried, and one breaks, and you're like, well, we're doing marbled.
Yeah. Mess up the flip. Happens.
But Alzheimer's disease casts a long shadow over American life. It is the 6th leading cause of death in the United States, and the national cost of managing the disease projected to exceed $600 billion annually by 2025, or excuse me, by 2050. Yeah, 2050. During the same period, the share of Americans aged 65 and older is expected to roughly double. From about 10% to 20%. With no cure available and current drug treatments offering limited help, researchers have turned increasing attention to prevention and specifically what people should eat.
Well, is this a national thing or is this a worldwide type epidemic?
I haven't looked enough.
I really think it's more of a national thing, which always makes me wonder, what are we doing that others aren't? Well, we know our food system is not as good as we'd like it to be. I think the last couple of years have opened up a lot of people's eyes to just how much crap we're putting in our bodies.
The study published in the Journal of Nutrition drew on data from the Adventist Health Study 2, a long-running research project that enrolled more than 96,000 members of the Seventh-day Adventist Church across all 50 states between 2002 and 2007. That population is especially useful for studying diet because Adventists have a wide range of eating habits, from strict vegans who never touch an egg to omnivores who eat them daily. By linking participants' dietary records with Medicare claims data, researchers could track who eventually received a clinical Alzheimer's diagnosis through the medical system rather than relying on self-reported memory problems. Yeah, that is the problem with a lot of these large-scale nutrition stuff. It's all self-reporting. Yep. That's fascinating. They could double-check it with Medicare. Now, you're still relying to a degree on the self-reporting.
Oh, yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, because participants filled out a detailed food questionnaire at enrollment. Anyway.
That's interesting.
Eat more eggs and you have a less risk for Alzheimer's, according to the one study at least.
What about the raw egg? You ever do that? Throw it in one of your mixes or something?
Nah, not like I've done sushi rice and you crack a raw egg into that.
That's that quick?
That's awesome. And with steak?
Yeah. Really?
That's good. Yeah, a little rice vinegar, tiny bit of like something spicy, like maybe some chili crunch.
Yeah.
And a little bit of teriyaki, a little bit, or it'll just get too sweet, just a tiny bit. And like you mix all that up real quick with a fresh egg just cracked into that rice, and then take a bite of like big old fatty ribeye steak with that rice. It's a good time.
My experience a little different. Orange Julius would make you Orange Julius, and they put a raw egg in it for you for an extra 25 cents, and it was delicious.
Really?
Yes.
What's an Orange Julius?
Like a smoothie from back in the 70s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. They put a raw, and it would just thicken it up a little.
Thicken it up and kind of give it some froth, and yeah, it was good.
You like it thick and frothy?
I do. I prefer it.
Yeah, I thought so.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we got to hit this break, folks.
Let's break.
We'll be right back after this.
You're listening to Joey Clark.
Want to carry News Talk in your pocket? Download the News Talk 93.1 app from the App Store. Available on iPhone and Android. Never miss a moment. Download now.
Hi, I'm Carl Schmidt, naturopath and owner of the Herb Shop Wellness Center at 8161 Vaughan Road. You know, with over 30 years experience in natural wellness, I've seen countless health fads come and go. A few years ago, we added a patented technology that actually activates your stem cells. It reverses the aging process at the cellular level. However, you do need proper hydration and targeted nutrition. At the Herb Shop, our advanced scanning and testing technology allows us to accurately assess your nutritional needs and get a customized plan for you. Come in today and see what the Herb Shop can do for you.
If you've ever wanted to be in business for yourself, but not by yourself, and didn't know where to start, Janney King Gulf Coast has already built a foundation for you. With guaranteed initial customers, hands-on training, and ongoing local support, you'll never feel like you're doing it alone, because you won't be. For over 35 years, we've helped people turn their dreams into real successful businesses. Take the next step. Discover a business built for you at JanneyKingCleans.com.
For too long, Alabama's statewide news companies have shamed us for our conservative Christian values. Alabama deserves a news company that cherishes our culture, a company that isn't bought and paid for by the powers that be. 1819 News is that company. Run by Alabamians for Alabamians, 1819 News celebrates what is good and beautiful about our state while exposing those who work against our values in secret. Just go to 1819news.com to learn more. Subscribe to our newsletter. That's 1819news.com. This hour of News and Views is brought to you by our good friends at Cole Plumbing, 279-8919. Cole Plumbing is number one in the number two business. You don't have to dig a hole. They have proprietary pipelining technology. Ask them about their tankless water heaters. Remember, when you have trouble with your bowl, call on Cole.
What's your biggest investment? More than likely, it's your home. So treat it that way when you hire a painting contractor. PBS Painting, there are no gimmicks, no $99 special. Just quality painting and someone who treats your home with the same respect that you do. At PBS Painting, we have been painting for years and look forward to many more years to come. With PBS Painting, the job gets prepped properly, whether it's cleaning, scraping, or priming. We always use quality products, which is a must for a quality paint job. So if you're looking for a painter that doesn't need upfront money and is on the job at all times, then please give me a call. Scott Bowers and PBS Painting, 294-5122. That's PBS Painting, 294-5122. Look at some of our work on Facebook at PBS Painting Montgomery.
We get this question all the time.
Do you handle that?
Buying or selling a home?
Yes.
Commercial?
Yes.
Land or investments?
Absolutely. Hannah and Eddie Realty Group. One team.
Every real estate move. 334-322-0662.
Weather, a service of H&H Carpets, where right now, get a load of this, listen close, you get a house full of carpet for $19.95 installed. Unbelievable. They're located at 6450 Atlanta Highway, just across from Walmart.
Rich Thomas weather.
We've got a nice warming trend underway, and on this Cinco de Mayo, we may make it into the lower 80s before all is said and done, with, we'll say, mostly sunny skies. Partly cloudy, a little milder tonight, with the overnight low temperature down to about 62. I think we'll be in the mid to upper 80s tomorrow, Wednesday. There's a small chance of some showers, maybe some thunderstorms in the afternoon and evening hours Wednesday. But the main event will be in the overnight hours Wednesday night into early Thursday, a potential severe weather threat for us. We are keeping a close eye on it. Our free weather app will keep you on top of the action. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Big dreams for your home on a tight budget? AFE's $26.26 as you covered. Unlock your home's equity with just $26 in closing costs. No fees, no headaches. Visit your local ASE branch today. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 420259.
We get Montgomery talking 24 hours a day. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Joey Clark.
Welcome back. Yeah, not everything I make's funky poppy crap.
No, that's pretty good. Pretty good.
Actually, it brought back memories, like going through a whole of, and I don't know, I'd have to go back and listen to lyrics, probably some pretty demonic crap. But in fact, the two Guatemalans that worked with us at the donut shop when we were doing the graveyard shift at Daylight Donuts in Auburn, and we were listening to Mars Volta. Which is it's like psychedelic kind of art rock, and often it would have to do with Spanish sort of Hispanic culture's myths of demons, and stuff. But the music was, I still to this day think the music's kind of incredible. But
crazy.
Anyway,
somebody sent us a video. Apparently, they've got the police presence going over on Ann Street by the Walmart.
Like a boom boom.
Yeah, active shooter.
Boom boom could mean prostitute, but probably in this town a shooter. Yeah,
I haven't seen a good boom boom prostitute in quite some time.
Is that a particular type that I'm just not aware of?
Yeah, a larger one that's...
Oh, that's a larger...
Yeah, putting it out there, kind of obvious prostitute.
Oh, with the fishnets.
Yes.
And it's kind of amazing she can even walk on a stiletto sort of thing.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So.
Hey, this part of the program?
Yeah.
Brought to you by Dylan Rings, folks. And they're at Dylan Rings. Josh and Leslie Ryder are ready to help you out. Again, with Mother's Day right around the corner.
And let's think of it now, not just your mother. Say the mother of your child, your wife.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, who, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but I've never seen a woman leave a jewelry store with a bag and not be happy. I've never seen a woman presented with jewelry and not be happy. Just saying, whether it's your mom or your wife, who's the mother of your child.
I'm sure they have something in stock and inventory, or you can get some custom work done, but you need to get it done. Like, get by there today.
Yeah.
Get by Dylan Rings, 119 Browns Rings Road. And of course, with the custom design work, I'm the one who's being difficult, but I'm working with Josh Ryder.
But you're allowed to be, right?
Yeah,
You're the
no,
client.
I want what I want.
Right.
And he's doing a great job, actually. Like, the experience has just been awesome. Thank you, Josh.
And the fact that he
I'm
hasn't
excited.
choked you out yet. The fact that he has not choked you out yet.
That's true, yeah. But like, I genuinely am excited for the finished product and looking forward to that. And yeah, from seeing the initial sketches to the artistic renderings to the CAD breakdowns of it, here's where it's going, here's what we're going to do, because we've created it essentially from whole cloth. So very cool stuff.
Beautiful.
There at Dylan Rings. If you're looking for that custom design work, the man is truly great at what he does. Josh the jeweler there. And of course, you can always just stop by. Be sure to say that Joey and Eddie, those fellows on the radio, sent you. That's 119 Brown Springs Road here in Montgomery, just off of Atlanta Highway. Let's go to line 1. You're on there. Who's this?
This is Crawdad.
Hey, Crawdad.
Every time I hear the commercial about going out to check out on Brown Springs Road, you want to find a nice piece of something very special, very unique.
Yeah.
Every time I hear your commercial, I think of the Pink Panther original. The story of the Pink Panther,
With Peter Sellers?
Yes.
I love
that. Peters.
That's the best.
I forget her name. She played the princess, and her father had given her this wonderful stone that when you looked at it a certain way, there was a natural flaw in it that would look like the Pink Panther pouncing.
Yep.
Now, Henry Mancini is the one that did the theme songs for all of that, right?
Yep.
So that's where when you tell me about going out to Brown Springs Road, ding,
yep.
I'm thinking of Pink Panther and how this ties in with what you've been doing for a long time. Now you're tinkering with the AI and manipulating some things. I have to be apologizing because I told you 3 or 4 years ago that I really wanted to give you for Christmas present the big. Do you remember? Sorry, the cloud went overhead and my brain went sideways for a second. Patrick when Dune when he played the big long. Do you remember the movie?
Patrick Dune or?
Yes, Stewart. He's the character. He's playing that instrument. That's a real instrument. Help me with the name.
Oh,
of it,
I'm
please.
remembering now. Yes, it's jarred it loose here. I'm having that same cloud issue.
Yeah, that when I first saw that movie, I was really in love with the idea of that instrument. So I got a collection of some folks that have been playing that, and I was thinking, you know what, Joey Clark really needs one of these. Now you have gone further than that. You're still making music. So I still, every time I hear
and I still think I appreciate it, Crawdad, and I still think the Return of the Pink Panther, it's the one after A Shot in the Dark.
that one's okay.
A Shot in the Dark's okay, but I love the beginning of the Return of the Pink Panther, like where he comes home And he fights Cato.
Cato, I love it.
But
Cato
before
was my
then,
favorite character.
it's like his grocery bag is like spilling out rice, and it's just like, it's just so freaking funny.
Yeah.
And what Dreyfus, the guy with the twitch, and like he's just going nuts. Yeah, always good. Always good time.
Have a good guy, you. Thank you.
Thank you, Crawdad.
See you, Crawdad.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, I used to love Cato.
Yeah.
It was the best.
And it's also the way they slow-mo it. And
yeah.
It's just absurd. Like, all of a sudden, your assistant, when you come home, his job is to attack you.
And honestly, like the first couple times I saw it, it's like, okay, this is certainly it's going to end. No, it carries out through the whole time. So anytime he's entering a room, I'm thinking, oh, where's Cato? Cato's going to jump out, whoop his butt.
In every way, every day, things are getting better and better.
Are they, though?
Yeah. There are some days where I feel like Inspector Dreyfus.
Yeah?
Yeah. Rubio's still going on.
Oh, yeah, he's pointing him, calling him out. You got a question? You got a question?
Yeah, he's holding his own there in the press room.
He's enjoying himself.
He's got the strong point going.
Yeah, he's enjoying himself.
He's been hanging out
back
with
and
Trump
forth
a
there,
little bit. Yeah. He's Italian. He used to cover Capitol Hill. Anyway, looks like Marco is in his element today.
Yeah, he is. I think he's loving life right now.
Well, how about this? Let's hit the breaker.
Okay.
Be right back.
He may not know whether he's coming or going, but whether you're going to work or coming home, Greg Budell is there. Mornings 6 till 9 and afternoons 3 till 6. Only on News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Lewis at the Capital Oyster Bar, and I just want to tell you, if you're in business or got an event coming up and want to do some advertising, wisely spent dollars are spent down here at Blue Water Broadcasting. All the guys are nice, easy to work with, and I see results, I guarantee you.
Radio works. It's as simple as that. Call us to find out how radio can work for your business. Blue Water Broadcasting. Local folks helping local business.
Don't miss the River Region Healthy Living Expo happening Thursday, May 14th from 10 to 2 at the Shops at East Chase. From senior health to total wellness, it's all here and admission is free. Learn more in the Check It Out section at WAKA.com.
This hour of news and views is brought to you by our good friends at Cole Plumbing, 279-8919. Cole Plumbing is number one in the number two business. You don't have to dig a hole. They have proprietary pipelining technology. Ask them about their tankless water heaters. Remember, when you have trouble with your bowl, call on Cole.
If it concerns your community, you'll hear about it on News Talk 93.1. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Drive a real good point there, Eddie Bader.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, this one, they've got a new thing where you can take a whole playlist and like just make something based on the playlist.
Oh, really?
And like use the playlist as inspiration to come up with something.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Like a medley of sorts. Anyway, welcome back. 272-9228. Did you see that Trump signed today a proclamation recognizing national youth sports and fitness? And I also signed the very first copy of the new revitalized Presidential Fitness Test Award, a certificate in recognition of achievement of the gold standard of physical
I
fitness.
used to get those all the time up until like 6th grade.
Yeah, you did?
Yeah.
You're pretty good at that?
I don't know. We were just pouring from children.
What was your event?
The sit-ups.
Sit-ups. You're good at sit-ups.
All that stuff. Because nobody else was. It wasn't that hard.
Were you good at the long jump?
No, it's kind of too white.
What about pull-ups?
I could hang, but they wouldn't let me do the hang. That was only for girls.
They only let the girls hang?
Yeah.
I mean, hanging is still a skill.
I thought so too, Joey,
Right.
but it was a different time.
How about your 50-yard dash?
Or
your
no,
100-yarder?
again, I was kind of too white for that. Jumping jacks, I got it for jumping
You're
jacks.
good at jumping jacks,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
that's just a calisthenic exercise.
Calisthenic was the whole.
Though you kind
presidential
of,
thing.
folks, you think back, oh, jumping jacks are easy, and then like try
Go
doing
do one
jumping
now.
jacks now. Yeah, like my heart.
I got one for you. Go try to skip. Do you know how to skip, Joey?
Just trap.
Just skip. You know how to? No. It's hysterical.
Seems like
you go online and because everybody, I know how to skip. And then so you film somebody trying to skip that hadn't skipped in 50 years. And they realize, I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Yeah, no, I need to be careful, especially while wearing boots.
Ooh, they would skip nice with
the
boots. They might slip out from under you, though.
Yeah, the boots, you got to be careful when you're wearing boots.
Very
Skipping.
boots, yeah.
Skipping through the fields.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think it's a good thing. And Bryson DeChambeau, the golfer or whatever? Yeah. He was there. Gary Player was there. Like golfers?
Really?
This is who we're getting to talk about physical
They're
fitness.
athletes
Both of
too.
those, like in particular, Bryson, he's in good shape.
What about a NASCAR guy? If he's there, you're going to say, NASCAR guys are not athletes?
Not in the same way.
Boy.
I think they're incredible. No, but it's got to be like very different. Like, hey, what line?
You ever seen a fat race car driver since the 80s?
I would love to see one make a comeback.
Jimmy Spencer, I'd love to see his fat butt getting out of a car, but no.
Mm-hmm.
But no.
Most time you need to be fit to I'd imagine, have the intensity, be able to take the intensity of what you're doing.
Yeah, just the
and
heat
how you're
alone
moving
inside
around.
that
Yeah.
car over 100 degrees. For
Absolutely. I get it. Yes, you have to be athletic and
So
fit.
he's an athlete.
Yeah,
Joey's admitting it. NASCAR driver is an athlete.
But your performance in the sport relies so much more on than just your body, is where my mind is going.
Yeah, you have some mind too.
Well, your mind as well, but the car
Reflexes.
itself.
Okay, then golfers, what about the club, Joey? It's all about the club.
Yeah, but the car's doing a lot more in a NASCAR race than the club is doing in a
What's it doing
game
but
of golf.
rolling? You got to tell it where to go and how
Gotta
fast
tune
to
up
go
the engine
to.
right. You got to have a good pit crew.
Yeah.
By the way, I've never been to a race.
Really?
I've heard it's good times.
It is a good time. Man, I
Have you ever done the infield?
Yeah, in the school bus back in the day.
Really?
Yeah, they'd lock your butt up in the school bus and yak at your butt at Talladega. And you'd watch the race from the school bus. That was the jail in the infield.
All right. Not bad, actually.
It was awful. It was hot. They held you to the end of the race.
Yeah, no, I've never been invited, never had the chance, really.
Oh, I'd love to go to Talladega. Is all the races I've ever been to, and I've only been to Talladega, and I think we stopped in Vegas for one time. But Talladega has always been the funnest. But I imagine, like, if you go to some of the northern places, it is a little different.
I would imagine so. Just a little bit.
I won't say classy or anything like that, but I'll just say a little different.
I like IndyCar racing.
Yeah.
It's like, sure.
Yeah, okay. I like that one time a year NASCAR does a road track. Hooray. But,
And there's some folks, once you get into that sport, though, it's like anything. It's
Oh, yeah.
Like, and then we never even mentioned yesterday. Did you see the Kentucky Derby?
I didn't even.
Did you see the horse that won was in the back?
That's what somebody had told me, all the way from the back.
And
so,
the aerial shot in particular is incredible, the ground that horse made up.
So you don't just go quickly to, that was set up.
I mean, I thought of it.
Here's
Yes.
my thought with that. Because the Kentucky Derby in the last few years has been losing. People watching, losing people going. We got to have a good story. This is an easy one.
Problem is, don't even remember the name of the horse. Let's
Yep.
go to line one. You're on there. Who's this? Could you call Ray real quick?
It's Boomer T.
Hey, Boomer T, how you doing?
Hey, all right. Hey, you remember back when, well, I'm a little older than you, but, the fitness test, that was done every spring, Do you remember when we had to climb the rope about 50 foot up in the air in the gym floor and there was no mats down there? If you slipped and fell, you landed on the concrete floor down there?
Eddie, he's asking if you remember having to climb the rope and slam down on the concrete floor if you fell.
Yeah.
Yeah, he remembers it.
Yeah, I mean, that's how tough we were growing up. I mean, we had to do stuff like that. We had to run for days and do all kind of stuff. I think it's the greatest thing. These kids need to get out here and start doing more stuff. Maybe if they would start getting off the daggone computers, not computers, but the Game Boys and all that stuff, and get more outside and start doing stuff, maybe we'll have some kids that one day will be somebody that want to be strong and want to be leading this country, though. But I want to say one thing. It's a great show. Loving the show. Joey, your new music, Joey, that you're playing, it's made me want to go up to my storage room and get out my old leisure suit and my platform shoes.
That's what I've been looking
and
for.
I'm telling you, man, but you, Joey, you keep it up, and one day, son, somebody will find one of your songs in Nashville. I won't give you no names right now, but I'll send you a name to send it to one day. I got a cousin who lives in Nashville.
I want somebody to steal one of that song I played the other day.
I don't mean to say anything out loud, but Jimmy Johnson, my cousin. Oh, I didn't say that out loud. But anyway, maybe I can talk to him. But, hey, let me tell you something, Joe, but you keep it up, And Eddie, I'm glad you got a safe trip back to Florida.
Yeah, it was a great time.
And I really am glad y'all did. Congratulations on you and your beautiful bride. And, hey, it's a beautiful day on the lake. Y'all come see me whenever you can. Come see me, and we'll ride around, Joey, and Eddie. We'll have a few cold drinks, and we'll just talk about life in general.
There you go.
That's all I got to say today. Guys, y'all have a beautiful day. Everybody out there have a wonderful day. Remember, God loves you, and God bless America. And I'll see you when I see you.
God
See you,
bless.
Boomer.
Thanks, Boomer. Let's go to Ray Bowles with Prideville Carpet. Hey, Ray, how you doing?
Man, I got to follow that act up. Come on.
No, it's tough. I didn't plan it that way, but it just happened.
I might as well hang up and wait till tomorrow at this point. That's a good call. So, hey, call kids in the future. It's our fault.
Yeah.
And when I say our fault, I'm talking about people my age. So, old people.
Yeah, what did we do, Ray?
Because, well, when I was a kid, I remember at 5 years old, walking around the neighborhood selling white rocks.
Yep.
To try to get a quarter so I can go buy an airplane. At 6, we were picking up pine cones. By 7, we were cutting grass. My kids never did that.
Why not, Ray? You had the opportunity to get them to do it.
Because I was too busy working and just spoiled the crap out of them, and it was my fault.
Me too. Right there with you, brother.
Yeah, but I do have girls, and I want to set a high expectation to what they're expecting when they get married. And when my son-in-law is calling and complaining about them, I say, "Yep, that's my fault."
You are a smart man.
Nice, Ray.
I did that. That's on me. You're the idiot that asked for them.
I love
They're
that.
yours now.
I did that.
Yeah. But if you want a floor, if you can say Ray did that, call Private Carpet at 285-8117. I'll be glad to come out and give you a free measurement. One of the guys, and next thing you know, you got a floor down, and you say, "Hey, Ray did that."
Ray did that. Again, that number 285-8117, and be sure to tell him you heard Ray on the radio with Joey and Eddie.
Guys, y'all have a great day.
Appreciate it. Did we learn anything today? Well, the Democrats are predictable.
Very predictable.
They need a new line of attack.
What is it going to be? I'm kind of agreeing with one of the callers, and I think you mentioned it too, that they're going to have to take away or get away from this equal rights for blacks is the same as equal rights for homosexuals. I don't see it that way. And for them to be tied in together, I think one is taken hostage of the other.
Or it could also be like, get good on the practical issues. Start winning on, instead of like, oh, we don't have equality, start winning on healthcare. Start winning on gambling, for instance. I think there are a lot of people in the state would like gambling.
Yes, they would.
Like you could start winning on a lot of different other things. And also other issues will come up down the road. Start winning on the practical business issues.
But
there's ways, and there's just, I don't know. Right now, I think we're, in some ways, I imagine the Democratic leadership is hostage to the very base that they essentially have created certain expectations of.
Yeah.
And I'm not even talking about welfare or anything. I'm talking about the certain rhetoric that's used.
That's expected.
And it's a get out the vote trick. You know, they're taking away your right to vote is a great way to get people to go vote.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
I don't know. It's, again, it's not working anymore. They're going to have to find a new tool.
Yep.
We also, well, I didn't play it, but the White House top advisor on crypto said there's a big announcement coming for the strategic Bitcoin reserve in the next few weeks.
Next few weeks? Okay.
Yeah, next few weeks.
I still got it.
It's kind of like when the Iran war.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway.
Yeah, there's going to be a big press conference when that's over, and gas prices are going to be coming down.
Okay.
There'll be an announcement.
All right. And we want to correct one point. Fishnets are not just for hookers.
Not just for hookers.
In fact, that's the theme of today's show. Fishnets are not just for hookers.
We should have started with that. You like them too, is what you're saying.
What?
You like them too?
I like fishnets?
Mm-hmm.
No, man. I don't like fishnets.
Really?
No.
Missing out, dude.
I am?
Yeah.
My legs are too hairy.
You're listening to Joey Clark.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusada, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
With SRN News, I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. American boats passed through Iranian waters safely, and the latest tensions between the U.S. and Iran continue in the Strait of Hormuz.